Thank you guys for being here on live. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all. I really should have just started this at 4, y'all. I'm always late. Tears. Tears. But we are here for live. Okay? So, hi, Marina. Thank you for joining. Thank you. You're always here on the live. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Okay? So, yeah, usually I like to stall a little bit before I kind of get into my topics and everything. I just had some stuff I wanted to get right for this and my formatting and everything. So, yeah, the background today is this photo of Haley Van List. Shout out to my friend, bro. Like, they always send me, like, the tunnel fits and everything when I need it. This is just something that I always do for the background of the live to start it off with. So, yeah, I just thought it was funny. It said, hi, love your takes. I appreciate that. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for being here. So, as always, I got my topics ready for today. And then if you guys have any other things you want my opinion on, like players, like teams, any of that, then just leave a comment down below and I will answer that, of course. Hi, Lee, too. Thank you for being here. Jay said, how long you been live? I just started a live, like all of 1 minute ago. Okay, so you literally missed nothing. You literally missed nothing. But yeah, this is the background for today. This is the starting one off. I'm just always, trying to find new ones. So shout out to my friend for helping me with this one. So here's some of the topics we're going to talk about today, guys. Okay, Jersey has committed to South Carolina. Okay, so talking about that for all of 5 seconds. Okay, and then of course, obviously talking about UConn. Okay, and then obviously South Carolina, LSU, UCLA, Texas, like all the big hitters. What am I liking from them and everything. And then wanted to talk about unrivaled. Maybe talk about USA basketball a little bit. I don't remember if I talked about it on my last live at all, but just talking about that for a little bit. And then also wanted to do a rewatch of the game, so it's going to be LSU Arkansas. It's going to be the condensed game because that's all I could find. Okay, I don't know if anyone's uploaded the full game, but this is the one I believe whenever Angel holding her shoe and then she blocks the shot. Okay, so I'm pretty sure I found the right game. If not, it's going to be real embarrassing for me. But yeah, these are some of the stuff we want to talk about. It's pretty short for my agenda. I was able to pull a couple other things that I wanted to talk about, but this is the base of what we're hitting. Like I said, you have questions about anything else, please leave a comment down below, and I will answer that. It said, I love the slick back bun. Well, it's not a bun, it's a ponytail. But I appreciate the compliment regardless. I always do this for live. If you guys have noticed, every time you've been on live, I have the same hairstyle. Every time I did a Dallas review, I always did the same hairstyle. So I be trying to be consistent. But I'm glad you guys enjoy it because it'd be taking some work to get this right. Okay, let's talk about Jersey committing to South Carolina. Okay, so she's a guard. I haven't seen much of her game, to be honest. You guys can let me know down below in the comments. Do we like Jersey's game? Do we not? And what do you think about her committing to South Carolina? From what I'm hearing from my friends, and the general consensus is South Carolina is not the best place to go for guards. Alicia Gray was a transfer, so it's like you can't really count it. Tahina Pau was a transfer, so it's like you can't really count it. You do have a demon in Tessa Johnson. You guys know I love Tessa Johnson personally. That defense has to get better. But you guys know that I'm fond of Tessa Johnson. So yeah, like you just look at our guards, and it's like there's better schools for guard development. That's kind of how everybody is feeling for the most part and everything. And so, I believe she took a visit to LSU. I believe she took a visit to UConn as well. I don't remember if she posted the UConn pictures. I feel like she didn't, but I might be wrong. I don't know. She might have posted the LSU stuff, but she's ultimately made her decision to play basketball for Dawn Staley. And Dawn Staley is a great coach, just like people said. Her most dominant players tend to be bigs. When you had Asia Wilson, Camila Cardoso, now Joyce Edwards is putting a lot of points on the board and breaking a lot of records for Dawn at South Carolina. So yeah, a lot of people are just feeling like, for guards and for guard development, a lot of people feeling like this is not the right choice. Okay, so that's what the streets telling me. But if you guys have caught any of Jersey's games and stuff, please let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. Are we fans of her? What do you want to see her develop? The next level in college and everything, like what do you think her potential is working under Dawn? And in this system, how would you like to see her utilized? And we can kind of have those conversations as well. Like I said, I haven't really watched her games like that, so I don't really have a dog in this fight. Okay, she just committed today. So this is literally hot off the press. Okay. Someone said Gamecock Nation. Someone else says I haven't watched her play. And exactly. Let me read my other comments. They said hello, period. Hello. But yeah, so you guys can let me know down below what you guys think in the comments about Jersey. But yeah, UConn, is she a point guard? Is she a shooting guard? I don't even know that much. I'm gonna be honest. I just know the name. And everything. But some of my friends really wanted her to come to UConn. Said, what's your favorite college and WNBA team? So for college, I'm a UConn fan. I also do like Texas, but UConn is my favorite team. And then for the WNBA, I'm going to say Dallas Wings because I'm a Paige Beckers fan. She's my favorite player. So, yeah. I know I have the Minnesota Lynx necklace on, and I do love the Lynx a lot as well. Like, I love Nafisa Collier. So, yeah, I mainly watch the teams for the players that are on them. You know, like, if Paige was to go to a different team, I would be a fan of that team because I'm a fan of Paige. Okay, some people just love teams. They ride for teams no matter what players are on it. And I think it's kind of interesting, you know, history is rich with all the teams and such, but I've never really been that way. I watch for the players, okay? These games and these teams wouldn't be anything without the players, okay? So yeah, that's everything about Jersey. That's everything about Jersey. It said Alicia Gray Dynasty. I don't know who that is. And then Zia Cook, etc. What are your draft predictions? As of right now, I'm gonna say Dallas Wings taking AZ Fudd at number 1. I think that at number 2, the Minnesota Lynx are gonna snag Lauren Betts. At number 3, I think that the Seattle Storm is going to take Olivia Miles, okay? Olivia Miles has been putting up some consistent production this year. Yes, it's against ass teams, and TCU needs to play a real school because NC State is ass this year. Everybody knows that, so I need to see real competition. But like I said in my review, they're not going to be tested until the tournament. So she has been putting up great numbers against bad teams. I acknowledge that. Okay? But that's what you're supposed to do when you're a good player against bad teams. So she's doing what she's supposed to do. She's been consistent. She been getting her triple-double. So she's been stuffing the stat sheet as she's supposed to do, okay? And so I did watch the Seattle coach press conference, and what is it called? Just her vibe and everything that she gives me. No shade. She seemed too nice. I don't know where I heard this from, but someone was like, the best coaches are assholes, okay? You think of Gino, you think of Dawn, you think of Kim. What do they all have in common, pretty much? Okay? Vic Schaefer seems like a nice guy, but when he get pissed, you're going to see him on the sideline. So, she seemed kind of too nice for me, you know, which is odd to say, but especially in coaching and all that stuff. I don't know. I feel like she's going to take Olivia. Olivia has been consistent, so I think she's going to take her. I said AZ Fudd for number 1 for Dallas. So, I think that those are going to be top 3. At number 4, the Mystics, they could go multiple ways. It just, like, I feel really confident about the top 3 at this point in time, okay? I've been locked in on the top 2. Now that I saw the Seattle coach press conference, I really believe they're taking Olivia. So those top 3, I feel really confident about. Number 4, I really don't know because they could, it depends on if Shakira stays, because if Shakira doesn't stay, then maybe they want to take a big with that pick. Okay, so we could see about that. Also, you got Latson coming in. Latson's been putting up good numbers. I have my own critiques of Latson, but you could pick her. You could pick Flau'jae Johnson, which I like Flau'jae a lot. Personally, I feel like I would like to see her play with some more confidence, to be honest, because when she plays confident, she's one of the best in the game. You know, I feel like Flau'jae, when she played good, she played good. When she played bad from some of the stuff that I've seen. And I do like Flau'jae a lot. You guys know that I'm high on Flau'jae personally. So I could see them taking Flau'jae. Gianna Needkins, you know, you have options there at number 4. I do like Flau'jae a lot. So you could say that at number 4. At number 5, like, if Olivia falls, then Chicago Sky is not a bad pick to take her at number 5. But the way she's playing right now, the way everything's going right now, I don't know. I think she's got herself locked in as a number 3 pick. So it could be one of the people that doesn't go to number 4. Okay. So top 3, AZ Fudd, UConn to Dallas, Lauren Betts, UCLA to Minnesota, and Olivia Miles from TCU to Seattle. Those are my 3. Those are my top 3 that I feel pretty confident in right now. Okay, we'll see what happens. Maybe Seattle wanted to do something different. I think taking Flau'jae would be really fun for Seattle because, like I said, Climate Pledge Arena will love her. Y'all saw how they won it for Erica Wheeler last year, and Flau'jae a better player, no shade. So yeah, but Olivia been putting up more consistent, you know, numbers. She's been putting up better production at this point. So I mean, I have to keep it above. What about Sarah Strong? Sarah Strong is a sophomore. Sarah Strong is just sophomore. She's not eligible for the draft for another year or 2. Okay, whenever she goes, at very worst, she'll be a top 2 pick. Did you know the Storm coach was at a UConn practice and the Wings coach was at a game versus Iowa? Okay, I did know about that. Maybe the Storm coach, she was trying to look at what she can't have because they know they're not getting AZ. AZ not falling to number 3. But maybe she was trying to look at Sarah Williams and see what she's got going and everything. I don't know their other picks. So maybe that's a possibility. Maybe they want to get Olivia and then trade something to get Sarah Williams. So that could be a possibility. Also to see AZ play, because who doesn't love to see AZ play basketball? But they're not getting AZ. I mean, they know that. Do you think AZ has a chance to win NPOY? I do. Okay. So yeah, like the odds, I saw the odds and like, I don't know. I feel like she should be top 2 in odds. Personally, because what she's doing against ranked competition, she has great numbers against those schools. So personally, like, yeah. So what about Marta? Marta's definitely a first round pick for me. Okay. I don't know if she'll be picked in the lottery. Maybe she could go to one of the expansion teams, but I like her game a lot. I like her game a lot. Okay. So I definitely think she'll be solid in the league. Offensively, she's had great production. Defensively as well. I think she can hit threes as well. She can do a lot of different things for you, and I think she'll be solid. So yeah. What about Awa Fam? Awa Fam, I'm predicting like maybe an expansion team, maybe lower in the first round, maybe the second round. Awa Fam is not a lottery pick to me personally. Okay, all this propaganda, I feel like I'm not agreeing with it. Like, if you actually watch Awa Fam's tape, which I have, and I made a video about it, and everything, I'm just not seeing it. I'm just not seeing it. Her skills as a rim protector aren't there personally. And then you're also looking at stuff like her scoring is inconsistent. I know she just had a legacy game, but she doesn't do that consistently. She doesn't even get double figures consistently. So if you can't get double figures consistently overseas, how are you supposed to do it over here? Like, I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it, honestly. Okay, her defense is terrible. She's a defensive liability. The IQ on the floor is just not there. It's not there. She plays lazy all the time. Awa Fam tape never moved me. I will never fall for that Awa Fam propaganda, okay? I'm telling y'all, please watch the tape. Okay, don't just take my word for it. Watch the games, the full games on your own time. Don't just watch the highlight compilations people put out. And this is for any player. Okay, all the players that I give like really detailed analysis about, I've watched full games. Olivia Miles, Madison Booker, AZ Flood, I've watched a lot of tape on. Flage, I've watched tape on as well. So like, if I give like a full detailed analysis, I've watched multiple games. You can trust that. Sometimes I might give some offhanded thoughts if I've seen a game or two, but if I go in detail, trust I've watched full games. Okay. And I know AC has a third highest odds. I think she should be number 2 in odds. At the very least, she's having a great season, especially since ranked competition. Said I just came here. What do you think about Jerzy's commitment? I don't really know much about her game per se. A lot of people feel like it's not the right decision because Dawn's guards, like it's not the best school for developing guards. Like it's mainly for bigs like Asia Wilson, Camila Cardoso, Joyce Edwards right now. So yeah, I don't really know much about her game. I don't have a dog in the fight. The assets blocks, just everything in the paint. Who you're talking about said, love your lives. Thanks for coming on. Of course, always good to chat it up with you guys, especially because we don't have games for like 5 days. So I was looking into it and I was like, yeah, we definitely need to do lives. I said, OMG, I remember her. My girl Jersey. You think TCU makes the Final Four? No, I do not think TCU make the Final Four. They look like a decent team right now. But I need to see them go up against some more competition. NC State's not good. Okay? They look like they might be good in the beginning, that game against Tennessee. And then what do we see? They both ass. So I'm like, that game didn't really move me, okay? And then don't they have like Baylor in their conference or something like that? Like they just don't, like most of their matchups coming up, they're not ranked schools. So I would like to see some real competition. It's easy to put up great numbers against bad schools. Look at what LSU is doing right now. They have the SEC, gauntlet that's coming up, so we'll see how good that they really are in the upcoming weeks. But TCU, I do like them. I like their ball movement offensively in the plays that they're setting up for each other. I think that Olivia can be good in regards to that. I do like their defense. It's really 4 and 5 because Olivia defense is not good. But I don't know. I'm not seeing Final Four. I'm seeing Elite Eight. It said Olivia Miles fired. It said great guards at SC. Thoughts on Jazzy Davidson. I do like Jazzy Davidson for the record. I think she needs to get in the weight room. Okay, I think she needs to get in the weight room, and that's first and foremost because she getting thrown out like a rag doll over there. So she just got to get some muscle, and that's no shade. Okay, especially for guards, that's important. Her shot diet is terrible. She takes some of the worst shots that I've ever seen. I think defensively she can put some nice stuff on you. I mean, she's raw. She's a freshman. She's only gonna continue to get better. Okay, so I definitely see the potential in her. No Awa Fam. So I think I can see some improvement. Did you hear anything about Jose liking what he saw versus Iowa versus UConn? I didn't hear that. Final Four predictions. At this point, the 3 teams that I trust, UConn, Texas, Michigan. The other team, I don't know. I have some teams that I've liked watching. I like OU. Probably Elite Eight. I don't know if I'm saying Final Four. TCU, probably Elite Eight. So I really don't know who's going to take up that final spot. Maybe South Carolina, but they are decimated by injuries. Okay, the 3 that are going to be the best for South Carolina is Joyce Edwards, Tanaya Latson, and Tessa Johnson. Those are their 3 best. But, the bench and everything, she said they're improving. I mean, Alcott's been putting up some good stuff for them as well. And TCU and Notre Dame met in a tournament. Who was winning? I think TCU is the way better team. I think they're a way more stacked team. All Notre Dame got is I have friends who are homosexual. That's literally it. I'm sorry. That's it. Thoughts on Blanca, Quinones, and Aaliyah Chavez, City and Norman. I really do enjoy Blanca. I think she's a lot of fun. Okay, and I think she's improving, especially with her turnovers. That was a huge problem for everybody, myself included, so I'm glad she's improving upon that. She's fearless. I like her offense and how much of a spark of a bench she is. I like her defense as well. She's a really solid player, and she's only going to get better. They said, do you have a favorite team in girls college basketball? Are you talking about high school or are you talking about women's college basketball? Because I don't really watch high school like that. No shade. If you're talking about women's college basketball, then it's UConn. But yeah, I answered the Final Four thing. But City of Norman, I think City of Norman's fun. Okay, I just saw that game the other day. 8 of 18. Got to get better with the shooting. I think the shot selection at times be questionable. Didn't she take some midi and it was just I don't know, it was ill-advised. Like, I don't know, I think just like the positioning in the paint, some of the shots that she takes are my favorite, but she's still raw, you know, she's still gonna improve. But she hit some tough shots. Okay, she hit some stuff that I thought should have been and won a game, being able to finish through contact. She can hit the midi, she can hit the three. She's a lot of fun, and her assist game is really, really good as well. So I think she's fun, I think she's flashy. Defense is slowly improving. Okay, it wasn't my favorite before, but I could tell she's putting effort in, and that's half the battle with defense anyways. You know, I said this in my review, but I like City of Norman a lot. I think she's a lot of fun. People should be talking about her a little bit more. And Oklahoma, the fast pace that they play with is a lot of fun to watch, and she's the conductor behind that offense. So I think you definitely got to get her credit for what she's doing. Someone said opinions on Texas versus UConn. Let me change my background because I'm tired of having the same background. Hold on. Let me change to this one, my UConn background. So overall, I'll start off with UConn first because this is what I changed my background to. Okay, so my takeaway on UConn, AZ Fudd is playing so well. Strong candidate for National Player of the Year, in my opinion. First team All-American, all that other stuff. Like, AZ Fudd has just been so good. Okay, and I'm going to show some of her stats against, you know, Power 4 competition, I believe, like ranked you know, teams. So I think AZ Fudd, just what she can do, her ability to create off the dribble, her threes have been fantastic. She's shooting like 6 threes a game. Okay, this is not someone who's taking 2-3 threes a game. So offensively, what she can do, how consistent that she's been, she's extremely efficient. That Iowa game, that Michigan game was really a crown jewel when she had 31. So you're getting a lot. Her assist game, I think, has improved this year. I love to see her facilitating her IQ on the floor as well. And then if you're looking at our defense, AZ Fudd is, you know, some of the best guard defense that you're going to see. Had Jazzy and Jill, locked up Silas Swords. I still think that her assignment in that Iowa game should have been chit chat. I don't know why it was KK, okay? And when I made my video, someone was saying, oh, KK did a good job on chit chat. I watched pretty much every single game twice. I told you guys this before. I rewatched it with my friends, and multiple times she was in the paint and she left chit chat open for threes, okay? And she got cooked a few times by her. So her defense on chit chat, she got her maybe 2 or 3 times, but for the most part, she wasn't where she needed to be. She wasn't where she needed to be, okay? And maybe she was trying to do a switch, and then the other person didn't switch, or she was late on switch. I don't know. But, you know, multiple times she didn't do what she was supposed to do for her defensive assignment, okay? That's the point. Then if we're looking at Sarah Strong, best sophomore in the country, things that we knew. Okay, Sarah is just so much fun to watch play. Okay, just her ability to finish at the basket, finishing through contact. She doesn't hit the mid-ranges a whole lot. I probably would like to see a little bit more of that, but she can do that. Her threes, hopefully her threes get better. It hasn't been her best year shooting from the three so far, but we still have a lot more to go. Her defense is really solid as well. Sarah's just a great player. So you guys know I have a lot of love and appreciation for Sarah Strong and AZ Fudd. This is the best duo in the country. I don't care what anyone says. Ashlyn Shade, you guys know Ashlyn Shade don't move me. Okay? The last game, I think she only had like 4 shots, and we need to have that. And get Sarah and AZ the most shots, and then Blanca be that third option as she's been showing. But Ashlyn Shade just gets beat on defense. Every game she has an offensive foul for some reason, okay? Because she be running into people or pushing off or doing some dumb stuff. And just a lot of lapses on both sides of the ball. If you watch these full games, Ashlyn Shade just continually irritates me, okay? And then we look at Sarah Williams. I think she's been improving. Got to see the double digits, and I would like to see Jana get some more playing time. And then KK, you guys know I've been on KK because the assist numbers were not what I needed to be. Whenever I saw Sarah and AZ consistently have more assists than KK, I felt like that was a problem. That's the point that you should consistently be leading your team in assists, which she is now at this point. I'm seeing 5, 6, 7 assists per game, which is what I need to see. I think she's doing a better job at finding her shooters in transition and having some more awareness and everything. There's still some moments where the awareness is lacking. Like, I don't know if you guys saw, but that one clip where AZ passes her, AZ told her to kick it out to Blanca because she was hesitating too much and it just wasn't a good thing. So still room to grow with that, and her pace in transition, I don't love it. Sometimes she goes too fast, like when she got that offensive foul in that USC game, and I was watching the game live, and I told her, I told you guys in live, I said slow down, and what did she do? Boom, get the offensive foul. Who's she feeling like? Ashlyn Shade? So some stuff we got to get together there. Her defense, I don't know, like there's times where it looks good and there's times where it's not as good. I don't know. I think there could be some improvement, if I'm gonna be honest. But I think that she's improved. I think she's putting up better production. I want to see her take at least 2 threes a game. at least 2 threes a game, okay? Apparently she only has 4 make threes this year. She doesn't take a whole lot of them. I think she should take more of those instead of driving to the basket. And I said this before, but I feel like as a guard, your outside shot is the most important. Yes, being a 3-level scorer is important, finishing at the basket 100%, but you have to have that outside shot, especially KK, she's only 5'9". When she gets to the league, okay, like think about players like a Kelsey Plum, like a Jordan Canada, and all those other players, for example. You know, you can finish at the basket, sure, but there's going to be times where you get blocked, and just having that outside shot is important. You have to be able to do that. Skylar Diggins, for example, you have to be able to have that in your tool set. So I have some more things that I would like to see from KK. But, you know, she has improved. Okay, so I can keep it a buck. If we look at the bench, K9, he's really been playing with K9's minutes, and she just has not looked how I would have hoped recently. And I've told you guys this in my reviews. I think maybe it's a minutes thing, maybe it's a confidence thing, utilization thing, and I don't know. I think she has to play better, straight up. It is what it is. It is what it is. I've been disappointed recently, and I'm going to be honest about that. But you guys know I do like K9. Eventually, I would like her to start. Now just isn't the time for that, okay? I think she has to improve her production and consistently outproduce KK to get that starting spot. I can't say in good faith she should be starting right now, okay? And you guys know I'm fond of K9, but I have to keep it real. Blanca is awesome. Like I said, she's fearless. She's a lot of fun to watch. She's been limiting the turnovers, good defense. I think she picks up some dumb fouls sometimes, but just her instincts and stuff, you can't teach that. You can't teach that. So I think she's doing a lot of good stuff. Caroline, there's not really much to talk about. She doesn't play a whole lot. Same thing with Yana. Jana, I would like to see get more minutes. Ali Isabel, it depends on the game. It depends on the game. I don't know. I would rather see her play than Ashlyn Shade because Ashlyn Shade just irritates me. Khalees, I would like to see her get some more meaningful minutes as well. I'm trying to think if there's anyone I forgot. I think those are the main contributors for UConn at this point. But yeah, as a team, so I have so many comments. I'm going to get on those guys. I be on my soapbox talking a lot. I'm a yapper. Okay, so I apologize for being behind in the comments. I'll get to everyone, I promise. But as a team, UConn is really solid. UConn is really solid. I still think we have some strides to make. Our zone defense is not good. Our zone defense is not good. We mainly play man, but when we get into zone, just the rotations and stuff be off. I was talking to my friends about this. So we have to have improvement in our zone defense because eventually you're going to need to use those things, okay? Especially against a team like Texas, if we were to meet them in the tournament, we should play zone because they really struggle with their threes, okay? And just really crowding the paint. So that's something that we have to work on right now. And the ball movement, it depends on the game. Sometimes it gets sticky, though. Like I said, seeing AZ open in the corner and then not getting in the ball, it's just always going to frustrate me. Same thing with Sarah. Sometimes we just have offensive sets where it we look a mess and don't know what we're doing. I think we're gradually getting better. It really depends on the game, but I still have things that I would like to see improved on that. Sometimes it feels like we can stag more rebounds, like we get beat on the rebounds and everything. But for the most part, we're blowing out teams in dominant fashion. I just don't like the way it looks sometimes in quarters and with his rotations and lineups and all those other things. But UConn is best team in the country, okay? Some people saying Texas should be ranked above UConn. Why should Texas be ranked above UConn when UConn won the Natty last year and we haven't lost? I'm sorry. We should keep being at number one. We should keep being at number one. I like Texas a lot, but UConn is a better team. And if they were to go head-to-head, which was what the basis of your question is, UConn's winning. Just like the three-point shooting alone, they're frying Texas. Like, I really believe that. And like I said, I like Texas a lot, but Texas three-point shooting continuously is a problem. They're to get Aaliyah Crump back, which helps. Jordan Lee can make some threes. I would like to see Rory take some more threes. Madison Booker is kind of spotty on the threes, so, like, I don't know 100%. But it's just, I'm not trusting them in regards to shooting the threes. And I feel like they'd be streaky. That game against South Dakota State, they were in a dogfight. You should never be in a dogfight with South Dakota State. Okay, so sometimes they be coming off wonky. I think UConn's been more consistent. But Texas players I like. Rory Harmon, think she's doing the great things. I'll show some of her stats later because she has some really great stats. Madison Booker disappears in big games. It just is what it is. I've seen it multiple times. Jordan Lee, she can be good. I would like to see improved shooting splits. I like Oladaker on the team as well. Aaliyah Crump is out. We'll see what happens when she comes back in. Who else do they have on the team? Bria Cunningham, I like her game. So they got some good players. I do like the team. We'll see what happens with his bench and everything else. But yeah, if Texas and UConn were to go head-to-head, I'm taking UConn. That's what I do know. So yeah, sorry it kind of got on my soapbox. But yeah, I do like Madison Booker for what it's worth, but she disappeared in big games. Somebody asked, what about Kalina Smith, class of 2027? Any thoughts? I have not seen her game. I should check it out. I'll give you thoughts later. Who do you think will play in the national championship game? It really depends on how the bracket rolls out, okay? I did a 6-7. But literally, what is it called? If Texas and UConn are on separate sides of the bracket, let's say, I think that they have a big chance to meet. in a tournament, okay? And yeah, they always be putting Dawn on his same side of the bracket. And I said this, I think, in my last live. If Vic Schaefer can't beat Dawn this year in a tournament, he never gonna beat Dawn. He never gonna beat Dawn, you know? So I'm wishing South Carolina the best in terms of recovery from their injuries and everything. Of course, I want to say that and everything. So that's something that they have to deal with. And then their bench, they don't have much of it. And their starters have had to play a lot. She feels like their bench is coming along stronger. But Vic right now has a better team, and he beat them in the regular season so far. We still have the SEC stuff to happen and all that stuff. But if Vic doesn't beat Dawn this year, I fear he's never going to beat Dawn. So he's got to get it done if him and Dawn get in the same bracket, okay? Who knows which side Michigan's going to be on, okay? Michigan could give Texas some problems. I think if we go head-to-head to Michigan, we would beat them. There's not a single team that I think that we can't beat. Some of the games are going to be closer, you know, like a Michigan, a Texas, depending on the three-point shooting and all those other things. But I think we ultimately win those games. So it really depends on the bracket. But I think it's us, Texas, or like us, number one, we're going to be there. And then against Texas or Michigan. It really depends on how the bracket shakes out. But that's what I'm thinking right now. We'll see what happens with these teams as they improve and everything. But, you know, that's kind of my takes right now. Who do you think running freshman of the year? I think Jerzy Davidson. She's putting up good production right now for USC. USC is a big school. So I think Jerzy Davidson. She's been putting together some nice stuff, depending on who they play. I got UConn taking the game exactly. How do you feel about Sarah Williams in the WNBA draft? I think Sarah Williams still got some strides to make. I would like to see an increase in her production. I need consistent double figures. Sometimes when she gets some dumb fouls and stuff, sometimes where I feel like she could get out more. Still room to grow. And how you look at the beginning of the season and end of the season are two different things. So I think it'll be easier to evaluate where she should go in the draft as we see her improve more. But she looks a lot better now than she did at the beginning of the season. It was rough for her at the beginning of the season. Someone said Blanca should start. Oh, yeah, I agree. What are your thoughts on UConn and Texas this year? I kind of did talk about that. I will circle back around to Texas. Because I did have some graphics saved. I did have some graphics saved for Texas and some of the other schools that I have talked about. So I will circle back around to that. If I forget, please remind me. Because sometimes I read you guys' questions and then I forget to answer the question. So if I forget, re-comment in a couple minutes and I'll get to you. But I'm going to come back to Texas. AZ was directing KK and is the head my fair. Oh, thank you for being here. Sometimes it meant sometimes with what? ASDSU mentioned, child. It was just, I'm gonna circle back to them. How do you think about AZ improvement and to keep shooting even though her shot isn't going in? I think it was key. I think it was key and everything. Like people said, shoot or shoot, shoot or shoot. And if you just rewatch the game, like she just had some stuff that just rimmed out and stuff. Just some stuff that was so close and everything. Didn't they check the rims at halftime? I swear, because one of my friends went and posted the rims and everything. And maybe they were just trolling, But I'm glad that even when her shot wasn't going in, she was still focusing on what she controlled with, you know, her defense, with her assists, getting teammates involved, the way she's able to constantly space the floor and everything. And just happy to see that. Just happy to see that and everything. It's really a parallel of the Iowa game that happened a couple of years ago. You know, so I'm happy to see that. Is Ice Brady injured? I believe she is. So I'm wishing her best for recovery. They said, what do you think about UConn next year with losing AZ? My friends and I were talking about this, but it's gonna be a problem. Okay, we got Popovich coming in. I believe she's a point guard. He's probably gonna try to convert her into a shooting guard because for the point guards next year, we're gonna have KK, we're gonna have Khalees, and we're gonna have K9. So we're gonna have 3 point guards. Okay, maybe he wants one of them to play the shooting guard position or whatever. I saw a little bit of her tape. So yeah, maybe he's gonna try to have her play shooting guard and everything. I don't know. I wish we could get Tessa Johnson next year because you guys know I think she's a demon. So I would have loved her to play shooting guard for us and everything. So I don't know. I'm concerned about that. I'm concerned about that. We needed some consistent guard play. Even this year, all we have consistently for the guards is going to be AZ. She's the one that I know that I can count on. All the other guards, I don't trust them. And they've shown me that I can't trust them. In big game against Ohio State, KK had 0 points. It is what it is. So I'm concerned about that, to be honest with you. And we'll see what happens. But AZ is a huge factor to this team. Who do you think getting first on the 2027 draft as for now? I really don't know. We'll have to see. 44, happy holidays, Miss Lilies. Thank you so much for being here. Do you think UConn will go undefeated this year? I think we have a really good chance to go undefeated. Because our upcoming schedule, I'm not seeing a challenge for us. The biggest challenge for us was Michigan, and we already beat them. So, child, don't be trolling all my live about parlay. Don't be in here scamming people, and now you blocked. Like, don't be on here with that. And we do got Olivia, but I believe she's a forward. But I think we have a good chance. It said, good evening, how are you? Thank you for being here, I appreciate it. I've been looking for you. Has your mock draft changed? I still feel strongly about AZ at number 1, about Lauren at number 2, and then I think Olivia is going to be 3. I think those 3 are pretty locked in. 4 and 5, I don't know. I feel for whoever has to go to Chicago Sky, okay? Because, God, imagine having a great college career and then having to go to Chicago. Child, I play overseas. I play another year in college. I make something shake if I was number 5 pick. But those 3, I feel confident in right now. We'll see what changes. At the very least, those top 2, AZ is going to Dallas. Lauren is going to Minnesota. I'm telling y'all that. You know, some people think, Minnesota's going to take Olivia. And it's like, no, because Cheryl Reeves' entire system is built around defense. Minnesota prides themselves on defense. You don't be asked at defense for 3-4 years and become a lockdown defender in 1 year. That don't work that way. It don't work that way. Olivia defense, it's just dreadful. It's just dreadful. I don't know. I just don't see her taking Olivia. I really think she's going to take Lauren. They need a true center at this point. Land's only, 6'4"? In certain matchups, she struggles. It is what it is. And in the playoffs, she disappeared. Who's she feeling like? Madison Booker? It just gets to a point. Next year will be tough. Hold on. Do you think KK will get drafted? Maybe. It really depends on how these next 2 years goes. It really depends. That 3-point shot, that outside shot is going to be critical for KK. She has to step it up and get that production up there. So maybe she could get drafted. It just depends. It says next year will be tough for UConn without AZ. They might take a few years to rebuild the roster. Really depends on what recruits and transfers that he can get. He only gets the transfers in there if he thinks that they're the right fit. So I think that shooting guard position for us is going to be tough. We'll see how the new recruit does and everything. We'll see. But not everyone can come in and be a Blanca, because Blanca's just been, she had her problems with the turnovers. But for the most part, offensively, Blanca's been lined up. Not everyone's like that. Sometimes people just need a few games or a season. Sometimes people, not every player is the same. So I really the shooting guard position. I'm really worried about that next year, if I'm going to be honest. Do you think AZ is going to have a rookie season next year? I do. If Law has to go to Chicago, I'm going to cry. Child, I hope she doesn't, but the way she playing, let me be quiet. They said, I love that Chicago catching strays, as they should. First team All-American thoughts right now. I'm thinking AZ Fudd. I'm thinking Sarah Strong. Madison Booker will probably be there. I have friends who are homosexual because she's putting up good numbers at this point. I know Audie Crooks is putting up good numbers, so maybe her. Michaela Blakes is putting up good numbers. But yeah, at the very least, I'm thinking AZ, Sarah, and Madison Booker. I think those 3 should be there, okay? And one of my friends was like, have 2 players from the same school been first-team All-American. And I'm pretty sure that Fee and Katie Lou were first-team All-Americans. So I think that is possible. The way that they're playing this year, it's just been fantastic against great competition at that, okay? So that's what I'm seeing right now for first-team All-American. But we'll see. Do you think Kennedy will come back this year? No. And this is just in general, the Kennedy Carter propaganda, I was just not hungry with that. Said, I agree with your number 1 and 2 picks. Thank you. I swear AZ's going to Dallas. Jose was at the last game too, and was. Why does UConn get to play in a weak Big East conference, child? It's just a lot of these teams' conferences, if we're gonna be real, are not that good. Okay? But UConn getting hate for playing in the Big East. Is the Big East good? No, and I'll be one of the first people to admit that. But some of these teams' non-conference schedules, looking at LSU, that's a terrible non-conference schedule. They don't get challenged till they actually have conference play. Dawn's scheduling outside of the conference is not moving me specifically, and they're going to get but I'm just saying, some of these teams, Iowa State, who did they really play this year? Iowa, and Iowa's not even good. Some of these other teams be in trash conferences too, but we be talking about the Big East. At the end of the day, UConn in non-conference play dominated, in conference play they're going to dominate, and when we get to the tournament, it don't matter, okay? So I will say that, but thinking about it from another perspective, the reason why I think we play in the Big East, because I was talking with my friends about this, is because the football team at UConn not good. Okay, and so because of that, that's why we in the Big East. Because I believe we used to be in the ACC with Notre Dame and stuff, and then the UConn team not good for football. So then it made us play in the Big East. So yeah, I would like to be out of the Big East. I would like UConn to be out of the Big East. I would like UConn to be a powerful school. I would like to it would be great. It would be great. I would like to see UConn play real competition. I would love that, but. That's why it is what it is, from what I heard. It said Gino might retire. I think he's going to retire after he's done with Sarah. I think he wants to see Sarah through. Grow your ball knowledge is elite. I really F with you for real. Thank you. I appreciate that. Most LSU going to Chicago. I mean, we'll see. Do you think Kaylee should have been booed against USC? I mean, personally, I think that comes with the territory, to be honest with you. Because we see this happen in the NFL. Matt Stafford played for the Detroit Lions for how many years? Playoff round exit, like first round exit after first round exit, not even making the playoffs and everything. He said, I'm tired of losing. Let's get this ring. So he went and he got a trade to the Rams and everything. And then whenever he went back and visited Detroit, they booed him, even though he did a lot for that organization. So I just think it is what it is. Do I think some of it was too far to trade her and all that other stuff? I mean, probably, yeah. It seemed like it was an emotional game for her, so I think that's unfortunate. But am I surprised that she was booed necessarily? No, because that's how sports is. That's how sports is, So, I mean, that's personally how I see it, and everything. So, yeah, there's a difference between just booing and there's a difference between, other levels. Because some players be getting racist stuff hurled at them and everything else. But just booing, I'm not really surprised by that, okay? It says Silas Swords. Are you talking about for first team All-American? I'm gonna have to look at her stats. Somebody said AZ, Sarah, Audie, Madison, and someone else. We will see. Do you think Ashton will get drafted? The way she playing, no. I don't know. Like I said, I'm gonna look at her stats. No matter where AZ goes, that organization is winning. Exactly. Said it's because no one knows the history of the Big East. I said, do you think Jazzy Davidson is going to transfer or stay at USC? I mean, it really depends. It really depends, honestly. I feel like she went to USC to play with Juju, obviously. Because who going to USC to play for Lindsey Gottlieb? Oh, wait. Wait, what's that one player who transferred from UCLA to USC? Who's that one player? Why would you transfer from Corey Close to Lindsey Gottlieb? You went from that? I forget her name. But whoever, I don't know why you would do that. But I think she went for Juju. We know Juju's out this year, and then next year, having the opportunity to play with Juju, it's a hell of an opportunity. So I feel like that's why she went. So we'll see. She could. It really depends on her development and everything. I don't really think Lindsey Gottlieb is a developer of players, from what I'm seeing. I think Juju's just generational, and she carries her. That's what I think. So we'll see. Have you seen Liv McGill from Florida? I haven't, but I've heard good things about her. I got to catch the Florida game. That's because the SEC is the hardest conference to play in. The SEC is a gauntlet, to be fair, but I'm just saying, you should schedule competition before you get to conference play because you have to see where you're at. You have to see where you're at, okay? Because LSU is playing D9 church schools, 100 to whatever the hell, 50-something. That's the score every single game because they're not playing anybody. And then that Tulane game, they should have beat them by more. But they started turning over the basketball. They started having lapses on defense. And so the score, they still blew them out by 30, but it should have been like 50, I believe. And then in that game against Duke, it was a 14-1 run in the first minute. And eventually they got it together. But I'm saying, play some real competition. That's why I can't take LSU seriously. When are you going to play some real schools outside of the SEC? I've been waiting. And I'm going to have to wait till January for your first rate matchup. That's sad to me. Someone said UConn got a game today or something. Oh, no. They don't have a game today. Yeah, they played 2 days ago, but they don't have a game today. This is just the background for what I'm talking about. It's always been about the football money. They said UConn has never been in the ACC. Well, weren't they in a similar conference with Notre Dame or something? I swear they were in a conference with Notre Dame. Maybe the AAC. Maybe I got that wrong. LSU deepest team in the country. I mean, we're gonna have to see. Where do you think Flau'jae going? I think Flau'jae is a lottery pick. The top three, I'm not seeing that right now. So either the Mystics or Chicago. That's what I'm thinking. Have you seen any Maryland games? I haven't seen them play yet. Why do you think Flau'jae isn't higher in the draft? Because, London Jones, that was her name. Yeah, see, I don't know why she did that. Because AZ Fudd is the best player in this draft. Already has chemistry with Paige. Why wouldn't you pick AZ? That's a surefire pick. So Dallas already, they're going to take, why wouldn't you take a proven player like AZ and what she can do, especially off the dribble and her consistency and her efficiency as a shooting guard? The reason why I think that, she wouldn't go to Minnesota is because the way she plays is not conducive to Cheryl Reeve's system, okay, if you actually watch, okay, and everything. So I just think that they're going to take Lauren because they need a true center. Fee is 6'1". She's a power forward. If anything, if you get Lauren Betts, you can move Len to the 4 possibly if you keep Len. And then you can have Lauren at the 5, Len at the 4, and then Fee at the 3. Okay, so that would help a lot and everything just with the matches and everything. Because certain matchups are difficult for Fee because she's only 6'1". She's undersized. She's a great power forward, but she's undersized. She's only 6'1". So I think having a true center, she's 6'7". Okay, the defense that she plays and everything, she can play smart. She is not afraid to kick out the ball. She gets double teamed and everything. I think she has a lot that's not being used by Corey Close, and I've said this, and so I just think Cheryl Reeve is going to take her. She's already went to a couple of the games, so I think she'll take her. I think she likes what she sees in Lauren a lot. And then I saw the Seattle Storm coach press conference. And just the vibe that she was giving me, just what I felt through that screen, she'd taken Olivia. Olivia's been consistent. She's had a better season from, what I've seen. That's just me being honest, okay? And I do like Flau'jae a lot. I like Flau'jae as a prospect more than Olivia, okay? Her defense is way better. I think she's way more fun to watch. But we talk about production, Olivia had better production this year, and that's no shade. It just is what it is. It is what it is. So that's why I think those three are going to go before Flau'jae. I think Flau'jae number 4, number 5. I think she'll be a lottery pick, though. I'm going to get to Texas, guys. I just realized I forgot. Let me catch up with all these questions, and then I'm going to move on to Texas. Thank you guys for the likes, 4.7K likes. I really do appreciate that. And for 101 viewers, that means a whole lot that you guys are here. Michigan should be higher in the polls. I would agree with that. Said, yeah, I do agree. I said USC didn't look good against Cal. Bailey pulled out the win. USC is just not good this year. USC is just not good this year. Jersey's putting up good production for them for the most part from what I see, but USC is just not good. And people thought that the game against us was going to be close, and I knew that it wasn't going to be. Their offensive sets, quite frankly, look a mess, and it's so bad for USC. Only player that's consistent is Jazzy Davidson. Kennedy Smith is more of a defender. Who they got? Dunn can do some decent stuff for you, but Jazzy Davidson, the only player that'd be consistent. And even then, she'd be having some bad games too. So I just knew all they had was Jazzy Davidson in the dream. And that defense, please. Like they said, I watched a press conference that they did a lot of scouting on UConn and they knew what to be prepared for. Okay, why didn't it look like that during the game? During the game, it looked like you never saw what they were going to do. You knew what they were going to do, and you could not execute against that. And part of that's on coaching, and part of that is on the players as well. So they don't move me. LSU barely blew out Duke. Didn't they blow them out by like 20 points or something like that? Probably should have been by more. The beginning, they were not playing well. What do you think about the guard UConn situation for UConn next year? I'm scared. Our recruit, hopefully, is going to be good. But I don't know. I'm concerned about the shooting guard position. If Juju stays an extra year and goes in the same draft as Sarah, who do you think is going first? It really depends on what the team needs. If the team needs a guard, you can see them taking Juju. If the team needs a big, I could see them taking Sarah. It really depends. From a basketball standpoint, you can't really go wrong either way. Juju is very marketable, so she does have that, and everything. I think Sarah doesn't really care for all the media attention and everything. She just goes out there and hoops, okay? And that's generally no shade or anything like that. I think they're kind of different, I guess, in personality and everything like that. But when we step on the court, both solid players. Juju is somebody who I would like to see her get some more off-ball stuff, and we'll see what happens with Jazzy next year. But she's somebody who can create off the dribble, someone who's very smooth, very explosive, putting up insane numbers, Wooden Award winner, once she National Player of the Year or something. Like, Juju's awesome and what she can do from an offensive standpoint, and her defense is very underrated. That game against UCLA, she had 8 blocks, 38 points and 8 blocks. That's generational hoops, and Sarah's a generational player as well. Freshman year, people didn't expect Sarah to do what she did, and then this year, best sophomore in the country, so I think they're both awesome. I think they're both generational. I think you can't go wrong. It just depends on what the team wants. So that's my thing. I trust her insight. What are the chances of Dallas realistically drafting AC? I feel extremely confident. I'm saying 100%. And I've been saying that, okay? If you guys see my videos, if you guys see my live from months ago, I don't know. I've been saying that, but I feel pretty confident in it. You have the fact that they've went to at least 4 or 5 games or something like that. Jose and Kurt, So they went to multiple games. They said that they watching games on the TV, said they wanted Alwak to come back and her skill as a rim protector, okay, which really signals that we're not drafting Alwa as well. And just what they talk about, what they're needing in terms of accountability, in terms of AZ, Curtis said, AZ's a great shooter, one of the best shooters that we've seen in a long time. We need improvement on defense. We need help in the backcourt. Everything's just lining up for us to take AZ. And my friends were talking about this, but they saw some of Kurt's interviews in the past, and he basically builds his teams through his backcourt first. And with the pre-existing chemistry that AZ already has with Paige and everything, they already know how to play with each other. It's plug and play at this point. So I feel extremely confident that we would take AZ. What's Duke's main issue right now? They just can't score the basketball. It's really that simple. The defense can be good all you want, but you're not, in basketball, there's no way to shut a team out. That just don't happen. That just don't happen, So the defense, I think that's been their calling card, but their offense is just not consistent. They can't score the basketball. When you can't consistently score the basketball at a high clip, you're not going to win. You have to be able to score more than 60 points in a basketball game to win these games. That's just period. And if you don't score more than 60 points, you're only going to win against the schools that aren't good. So if they do have better scoring games, it's against schools that aren't good. Every time they go against meeting competition, boom. And when they went against, what is it called, West Virginia, and they only had one player ejected, I believe. West Virginia only had 5 available players, and they still won. Like that, bruh. Duke, don't move me. I'm not watching them again until we get to conference play, maybe. And that's a maybe. They just don't move me, bro. Someone says they were in the ACC. LSU need to play real teams. Exactly. Notre Dame was in the Big East back in the day. Okay. Thank you guys for following the account. Appreciate it. What do you think about South Carolina's spring recruit from France? I know nothing about our game, but congrats to Dawn for that. Someone said, the hell, I don't know what that's about. Let me catch up on the comments. Hold on. Do you have your Final Four predictions? Like I said, the only 3 teams I'm trusting right now, UConn, Texas, Michigan. Those are the 3 teams I trust. That other team, I don't know. South Carolina, they have a lot of injuries. That's the only thing, because we know Don's a hell of a coach. But I think you need more, especially from the role player and the bench perspective that they frankly don't have right now, unfortunately, because of the injuries. So those are the 3 teams I'm counting on right now. John Fell got so mad at me in this live when I said I can't wait for AZ to be a Dallas Wing. Tears. My friend said, he says, hey, thank you for being here. There is a WNBA season next year. Who do you think is winning Rookie of the Year? AZ Fudd, period. UC putting it all on Jazzy's shoulders. Without her, they are sunk. When you just have one player who is the main initiator of the offense, one player who's the only one who can get going, teams are going to game plan against that one player, okay? You saw AZ had Jazzy in jail. And it's just like step up and have everyone else beat you, and it wasn't close, We saw what Michigan did to, I have friends who are homosexual. Locked her up. Every time she got the ball, boom, collapsing on her. Made her take tough shot after tough shot after tough shot, okay? Got her in foul trouble at some points. Like, that's what you do. So, they just need more threats. As someone says, Olivia Miles can play, make, shoot, and play defense. Olivia Miles' defense not good. Olivia Miles has the most upside, in my opinion. I talk about in this draft, AC felt way better than Olivia Miles. Lila said, hey, Lila, thank you for being here. Yeah, she's not a better prospect than AZ. Let's just keep it a buck. I said, I'm so excited for the W season. I am as well. Who would you trade for Sanaya Rivers to come to Dallas? I would trade Maddie. Yeah, because I feel like Maddie's going to play that 3 position for us. And Sanaya, like I said, she's just a game changer defensively. Every single time I watched a Connecticut Sun game and she checked in, she was a game changer for the defense. And she had 68 steals, 32 blocks. Her first year in the game. And you're telling me that's not all defensive team? That's second team all defense. I said this on another live. That was such bullshit. I'm sorry. That first team, no complaints. That second team, they were on bullshit. And I know that. Because there's no way in hell you have 68 steals and 32 blocks. And you're not at the very least second team all defense. That really irritated me. So, yeah, I just think defensively she's better than Maddie, no shade. Offensively, the scoring, we got to work on it. It'll come. But I don't know. I just like Sanaya. I like Sanaya a lot. And I've said that. So I would definitely trade Maddie for her. I would trade a couple players for her, honestly. I would trade Maddie. I would trade Zaza. I would trade JJ. I would trade a couple players for her. So, yeah. I think the wing coach and assistant have only been to UConn games this year. Now looking at it. Pretty much, yeah. What do you mean shut a team out? So, like, in football, you'll see teams where it's like, or games where it's like 35-0, okay? They stop the other team from scoring entirely. And basketball, it just doesn't work that way because of, the fouls and just the way that the game works and the ability to score easier. So it's not possible to have a team be like 100-0. It's just not possible. That's what I meant. Someone said, y'all telling me right now, I'm sorry, if Connecticut picked up the phone and said, we want Maddie Siegrist and we're going to give you Sanaya, y'all are saying no to that trade? Sanaya's the better player. On a defensive side, she blocks Camilla. She's what, 6 foot? Camilla's 6'7". 6'7". That defensive upside is huge. And offensively, she can score. Like I said, she has, it'll come more with the scoring. She'll get more consistent with the scoring. But Sanaya upside is higher than Maddie's. That shouldn't be up for debate. No shade. Thank you guys for the likes. 10.1K likes. I appreciate that. Maryland isn't in that conversation. You're talking about for Final Four. I haven't watched Maryland yet, so I can't say that in good faith. If Dallas does to take AZ, it would be a critical mistake. Her money-making potential side, they'll definitely take her. Do you think I Have Friends Are homosexual be #1 pick? No. Isn't she coming out in 27? So we'll see what happens if Juju comes out and everything, but I don't think #1 pick. I think she'll be a lottery pick. #1, I'm not seeing that personally. She got to get her threes better. Her threes have not been good this year. It says Skylar block Camilla, please. Well, I'm just saying that's an example. 68 still, 32 block. What about it? What about all that other stuff? And that's just stuff that shows up on the stat sheet, okay? We know defense isn't all the stat sheet. It's about shot clock violations, forcing them to pass the ball, and potentially turning it over to your teammates. Defense is a lot of things. She can lock people up consistently. Maddie can't do that. Maddie defense, she gets cooked on a regular basis on defense. It is what it is. I like her as a player, but her defense been a problem. And I said that all season. Like Sanaya better. Someone said we get Sanaya defense. Maddie is cool and all, but Sanaya's better. Sanaya all the way. Who should Dallas protect? I think Dallas is going to protect Paige, Arike, Maddie, Lee, maybe Zaza, something like that. I'm trying to think. Maybe Louisa. You guys know Louisa doesn't move me. I was on the live the other day. I heard someone give Louisa 10. I said, cut that out. Okay? Yeah, ciao. Y'all got to start having real conversations about players. No shade. No, I didn't. I didn't used to play. I should have, though. Like the way y'all talk about Maddie and what we've seen on the court, I'm not saying Maddie's a bad player. I don't think Maddie's a bad player at all. I'm just saying from a defensive side, I'm thinking that Sanaya's the way better player, and I don't think that should be up for debate. Why do you see Lee over Louisa? I think Lee has higher upside. When we traded for Lee, we won 5 out of 7 games. Lee is either going to give you a double-double or she's going to give you 4 points. Louisa is just not that consistent. Not as consistent as Lee, and her upside isn't as high. You know, I think I'm pretty sure she had better 3-point shooting. She was getting the ball to Paige. She was making some good plays. She was, like, don't you guys remember when she was using AB's play on her? That was so funny. That was so funny. I have my problems with Lee. Lee defense, ass. I've been said that, though. And I said the same thing about Louisa. You guys know I have the problems with that. I just think, at least offensively, I think Lee got higher upside than Louisa. Louisa just does not move me. She just does not move me. Honestly. Someone said, I guess we'll see it Unrivaled. I guess we will see it Unrivaled. We'll see what happens. But yeah, like I said, that's what I'm seeing right now. What big should go to Dallas? I would like Angel Reese. You guys know I love Angel Reese. I would love Tina Charles. Tina Charles still got some good years left in her. Someone said thoughts about keeping Amy on the waves. Amy a demon. Amy, like, what Amy gave me after, what is it called? After Haley kind of like fizzled out, no shade. Like, what, I can never forget what Amy gave me. Okay? Amy could be good off the bench for us. She was fun. Okay? I really did enjoy Amy. So I'm hoping, I would like to see Amy back next year, but, I mean, someone said thoughts on Jose being spotted with Courtney Paris and possibility being a wings assistant again. I really don't know. Some people think that maybe us getting her potentially could be beneficial because she was doing some stuff. Like, I believe she was coaching the bigs at Chicago and everything. But some people said she was more of Camilla's coach. I mean, I don't know. We'll see what happens with that. We should protect Arike to trade her. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I go Anastasia talking defensive nuance. Ciao. Awak should be protected. Yeah, probably. I'd be forgetting. Answered that one. Do you think Arike will be on the wings next year? Personally, no. Okay? If Arike is on the wings this year, I'm seeing a trade mid-season. Okay? Like, AZ way better than Arike. I think they're asking who I want for Dallas in free agency. Tina Charles, Angel Reese. Those are the 2 players. And I know Angel's on a rookie contract, but if we could find a way to get a trade for Angel, I would give up a lot for Angel, honestly. The only things I wouldn't give up were Paige and the 26th first number 1 pick. Those are the only things I would not give up for Angel. Everything else, yeah, let's give that up. Angel's that good. Tina still got some good years left in her. I wouldn't mind a Bree Jones. So those are players that I would like. So, okay, I answered that about which big should go to Dallas. Azrae Stevens to Dallas. And she already played for us before. I don't think she's coming back. And I think that other players are better. What do you think about Arike? Arike is just a shot chucker. It just is what it is. 2 of 14. I'll never forget that day. She's just a shot chucker. The defense not consistent. I don't know. She can show you win a game. She can show you out of a game. I don't trust her in big moments. I don't trust her in the clutch because she showed me that she not really doing much in the clutch. I don't know. People be overhyping it. I'm sorry. When you need to get off 20 shots to get 20 points, it's not moving me. It's not being efficient. And she just makes so many mistakes on the floor. Like, I can't do another year of Arike. What about UConn? I love UConn. I love AZ. I love Sarah. What team should Arike go to? She's going to the Toronto Temple Trust. I saw the script. Should AZ go number 1? 100%. May have answered already, but who would you pick from Dallas if you were on an expansion team? Well, it depends on who's going to be available, right? Because obviously, we're not getting rid of Paige, obviously, and we're going to keep Maddie. So, you got to see your options. I mean, maybe a Zaza, she could be fun. Shot selection isn't the best, and the defense is non-existent. You know, maybe in the right situation, she could really thrive. I think she could thrive off the bench for us, quite frankly, but maybe Zaza. But I wouldn't say it's like the core piece of the team, like in addition to other players, you know. Someone said Parker Tyus needs to go to Dallas. I don't know what that comment means. Enrique Stalin CPs me off exactly. When Enrique and MHA are Toronto Temples together, exactly. Someone's asking me. Oh, sorry, it's making me do a puzzle, guys. Okay. Realized I didn't get to Texas again. Okay, so let me catch up on these comments, and I promise I'm going to get to Texas, guys. Someone said it's so crazy because it's where Enrique just throws the ball up and prays. That's exactly what she does. Someone asked me how I feel about KK. Okay, so let me change my background to Texas, actually. That way I don't forget, because I keep getting distracted, and I keep not talking about Texas, and I had a background for them ready today. Let me just find where I saved it. So I'm going to answer the next, like, 2 questions, okay? So KK, I think KK has improved with her facilitating, basically, especially in transition, which I wanted to see. Offensively, I need to see her take at least 2 threes a game, and for her to expand her bag outside of finishing, like driving to the rim and taking contested layups. I think as a guard, you're going to get blocked at the rim. It's just not, it's not conducive to long-term success. So I would like to see that. I think our defense, you know, could improve in certain games and certain stuff, because she'd be getting cooked sometimes. So there's that. I think KK's made some strides. And somebody asked me about Jana. My take on Jana is I like Jana as a player. I think sometimes she gets in foul trouble, and she has to be better about that, okay? Because I think it was like the UCLA game last year in the Final Four, and then the championship game. I'm pretty sure she got in foul trouble in both. So she has to be more mindful about that. Of course, we'd like to see some more strides in the scoring and some more consistency in regards to that. I don't know. There's room for improvement, but I think she's shown a lot. So, yeah. And then, what is it called? Do you think the Wings can be contender next year? Absolutely. Jose is going to help a lot with that. Kurt, free agency. We have a lot of pieces to put in the puzzle, AZ, but I think so. Someone said, what do you think about Paige? I love Paige and AZ. Someone said, what do you think about the Lynx? Got some things to work on. Okay. Got some things to work on. Okay. Keep fee. Everyone else, I'm not really that attached to at this point. Oh, I forgot to say, that's one of the reasons why, what is it called? The Lynx wouldn't take Flaugier at number 2. It's because they have Kayla McBride, and they're probably going to re-sign her again. So they already have a shooting guard. It doesn't make sense. So I forgot to say that. Would you be happy with Betts at the 1.1? What do you mean? Number 1 pick? No, I would not be happy with that at all. I'd be pissed. MHA was the worst they could have picked. I forgot about MHA. Please let her be gone. She'll be gone. Why do you think the Lynx would pick Betts instead of Wawa? Because Lauren Betts is way better. Lauren Betts can finish through contact. I would still, like, she still has to expand the bag. 100%. I would like to see her consistently take more minutes. She can make some sometimes, but she doesn't take them enough. And then the threes, I think she attempted one finally, but I would like to see more versatility in that. But what she can do well, and defense significantly better than Alwa fam. And she's putting it up against better competition in college. So I think that Lauren Betts is significantly better than Alwa fam. Alwa fam, please. Like, I said she should go to college and develop. That's what I said. You know, and I stand by that. Someone said Alwa fam's propaganda. Who do you think will win the national championship? I believe UConn. Someone said Iowa State played so slow against Kansas. I missed that game. How do you feel about LSU? They need to schedule a real competition. That's how I feel about LSU right now. I think, obviously, what is it called? Draft AZ number 1. We need to let a lot of people go. Enrique, sign and trade. I wouldn't mind letting Lee and Luisa both walk. Personally, that's me. I wouldn't mind letting them walk. Zaza, she could be good off the bench, but if we let her walk, I wouldn't be that upset about it. JJ gotta go. MHA gotta go. Grace Berger gotta go. Like 90% of the Dallas Wings roster has to go. Okay, we have to fix the bench because the bench was terrible. So I think a lot of that is going to be key. Obviously, Jose, I'm excited to see his system and how that works with AZ in the fold and all those other things. A lot of it's personnel, though, because now I think we got our guy in the coach. Now we need to fix the personnel. But I think that's something because I think he's going to have a good plan for the players. Is Texas going to go against UConn this year? Not in the regular season, maybe in the tournament. Audie was slow on transition. Defense needs conditioning. I would agree. So to talk about Texas, do you think that Roy has a chance with her stats this year, her height? Are you talking about getting drafted? I think she can be a first round. I mean, she has to get her stats up. I think she only averages like 9 points a game. So I would like to see Rory average double figures, to be honest with you. But she's still been doing a lot of good stuff. Let me show her stats right now. But yeah, let me just talk about Texas right now because I'm never gonna get to it. I'm never gonna get to it. So thank you for asking me about that because I just keep getting distracted. But thank you guys for leaving the questions. I really do appreciate that. But let me find the specific stats for her. So I can't even see it. I think you can see the assist to turnover ratio that Rory Harmon is averaging. So what I like about Rory Harmon is that she was doing some stuff in the clutch and she was having some big games. That game against UCLA, she had like 26 points. She was big in that fourth quarter when nobody else could score. So there's that. I think her facilitating and her feel for the game and transition and just getting the ball in the right places is huge. Her pace for the game, the way that she's able to slow the game down, and her core vision, I think, is really good as well. And I think that her defense is really solid too. Okay. So yeah, I think that the negatives about her is her height. I don't think she's that tall. I don't think she's that tall. What, 5'6" through 5'9" maybe, okay? So that's just something that she's going to have to, overcome and just something. I mean, but it's possible to be successful in the league because of your, Kelsey Plum's 5'8", and, it took her some time, but she's cooking. Jordan Canada was putting up some good stuff in the league. Skylar Diggins. So it's possible. It's just going to take a lot of work and everything. But I think that that's kind of just something that's going to work against her, obviously. Would like to see some more production. I'd like to see some double digits at least. Let's average 11, 12 points a game. Let's shoot for that. But I think she can be good. But I do like her game a lot, and I feel like she's kind of flying under the radar. I feel like no one's really talking about Rory Harmon right now. And I saw this video, basically. And what is it called? It was one of the games, and she, Vic was like, oh, you turned the ball over. And she's like, no, I didn't. I had no turnovers. And they checked it, and she had no turnovers. 10 assists and 0 turnovers. You see the insane assist-to-turnover ratio that she's having, taking care of the basketball and everything. I think she's really fun. I really do enjoy to watch her play the game. And so I think she should be talked about more. I think she can be a first-round pick. So we'll see what happens. And everything. But I do like her game a lot, for what it's worth. I feel like no one's really talking about her. But just got to get the scoring up. Personally, I feel about Rory Harmon. And then let me see if I can find my Texas picture again and then talk about Texas because I keep getting distracted. Okay, so Texas in general, the game against South Dakota State, it was just embarrassing, quite frankly, in the beginning of that game because they were getting cooked on defense. Their defense just did not look right. Offensively, they couldn't score, and they was taking some bad shots. Madison Booker in the game was 7 of 20. At a certain point, just passed the ball. She was just taking bad shots at times and everything, and they weren't even guarding her like that either. She was wide open and she was missing her shot. So I think Madison Booker, quite frankly, is the reason why the game wasn't they didn't have a bigger lead. Eventually they got their defense together. They started feeding the post and they started doing what they were supposed to do, but there was definitely a period where they were in a dogfight with South Dakota State, and I think that that's shameful. I think their 3-point shooting is terrible and they have to improve on that. So I just talked about Rory Harmon. I do like Madison Booker in the sense that she is a great mid-range shot. Occasionally she can hit from 3. She can finish up the basket. Sometimes she be foul baiting, okay? And she didn't get any free throws in this game, I believe, but she be foul baiting sometimes. Her defense, I think, is decent. But my problem is that she disappears in moments when she needs to step up in big games. We saw what happened against UCLA in that second half. We saw some of the stuff that was happening in that South Carolina game. In the second half, she was able to do better, but she was still 7 of 16. I mean, that's just not efficient. I watched the game. It's just a pattern with her. She doesn't show up in big games, okay? They need Aaliyah Crum to be back, so I think that will help them with the 3-point shooting. I really do like Bree Cunningham, what she can do on the defensive end. She can score for you. Oldacre is one of those utility players that she just always seems to be in the right place at the right time to make some good plays for you. Justice Carlton, Yeah, I think Texas' identity is their defense. I think they use their defense and they turn it into offense, And I'm still waiting to see defense like I saw in that UCLA game. That was a masterclass, what they did to Lauren Betts. They really limited her touches and just made it difficult for her when she was able to score. Barely had any defensive lapses, turned over the ball in the post, and just did a really good job in guarding her and just the defensive intensity. I would like to see that again for Texas, okay? So I think their defense is their main point, and they do like to run a lot of offensive sets where you have mid-ranges and stuff. But there's going to be games where you just need to have a better shooting day from 3, and their 3-point shooting, I think, is their Achilles heel. I do like Vic Schaefer a lot. I think that he's a really good coach, and I think he's doing a lot of good stuff for them. I think that they can be a good team. I've seen them to be consistent because they'll have times where they'll look like one of the best teams in the country, and they'll have times where they don't look good, okay? So I think that they have some room for improvement. I want to see some more consistency from Texas. So that's kind of my thoughts on Texas, because you should not be in a dogfight with this team, bro. You should not be in a dogfight with this team. Let me change my background again to another school. I'll change it to UCLA. Because I'm probably about to talk about UCLA next. But let me catch up on my 30 new messages. Thank you guys for commenting. Okay. But yeah, she definitely does need better conditioning. Diamond Miller gotta go. Yeah, she gotta go too. I forgot about her. Texas has limited depth. Yeah, they gotta get some people back as well. That's gonna hurt them. I would agree. Someone said Grace Berger for sure. OMG can't take another year. Exactly. Said I believe Stanford I believe if Stanford plays their card smart, they can be a top 10 team again in the next few years. We'll see. Yes, Dallas needs a new bench. Exactly. Someone's asking me what about AZ Fudd earlier. To answer that question really quickly, I love AZ Fudd. I think AZ Fudd's generational. The ability to create it off the dribble, her 3-point shooting is insane. Her splits, super efficient. I like what she's doing with her assist game, her defense. She's a lockdown defender. She's an awesome player, a generational player, one of the best guard prospects we'll ever see. So I love AZ Fudd. I think she'll be number 1. Someone say, yo, what up, twin? Thank you for being here. How sure are you AZ going number 1? I'm 100%. I'm 100%. Do you think Dallas should try to keep Ty Harris? If we did keep Ty Harris, I think she can be doing some good stuff for us. If we let her go, I would not feel that much of a way. Like, I remember this one interview, and they were asking her about the potential of her, the potential of her, potentially starting for the team and everything, and like Paige coming off the bench, and some people floated that, but there's just no world where Paige coming off the bench, like genuinely a healthy Paige would come, like that wasn't in the Bible. The only reason Paige would ever come off of the bench in a game is coming back from an injury. That's literally it. Okay. Otherwise, Paige is not coming off the bench. She's starting, as she should be. So, I mean, like, people just say anything. Someone said Sienna Betts is better than Lauren Betts. Can we wake that one up? I mean, we'll see. I haven't really watched Sienna Betts play like that. Grace got to find a new team. What percent of you actually think AZ will go number 1? I mean, we could do a poll. Yeah, 5. Yeah, so that's going to be difficult for her in the league. I believe she can make something shake. Someone said, need your opinion on Flage. I like Flage a lot personally. Okay, I think she's really exciting to watch. She's really flashy. I think she's had a good year shooting from 3. Okay, so that's extremely important. She can have a nice little mid-range jump shot for you, and that's been something that's been developed by her. She can finish at the rim. She's really crafty. She can score in a lot of different ways. So I think offensively, it's some good stuff for her. I would like to see some more consistency. Okay, I would like to see some more confidence. I think when Flage gets in her head, when Flage doesn't play with confidence, it's just a tough day for her. You know, when things aren't going the way, it's just, tough for her. So I think that may be something that she needs to work on, and some more discipline at moments, sure. Defensively, she's someone who kind of like blow a play up, and she can be really explosive on defense. So I like Flage a lot. I think she's a lot of fun. Obviously still some room to grow in those regards, but I do enjoy Flage. I think she'll be a lottery pick. Someone said okay, I read that one. Said Dana is 5'6". Now we talk about Dana Evans. Lord send the flood. You think Gino going to poach the portal again? I hope so. Maybe so. You got to find the right fit. Reagan Beers fell off. Reagan Beers got to finish her layups. She missed way too many layups. Someone said Rory to the sky. Don't wish that on her. Don't wish that on her. At that point, just go play overseas. Someone said a good college point guard. Hold on. It said Jazzy versus Blanca. Who do you think plays better? I think Blanca plays better. I think just the instincts that Blanca has is something you can't really teach, right? And something about City Norman, I forgot to say in the review the other days, is kind of a similar thing. Just the opportunities that she sees to assist our teammates to score, and just her court vision, I think, is really, really good. The amount of ways that she can score and everything, and she's really just fearless. Her defense is good as well. She just goes out there and she has fun playing the game, okay? She, for the most part, doesn't get too in her head, and she's like awesome. She's really awesome. So I just think overall, I think she has like a wider skill set than Jazzy. And she's just really explosive. She's really explosive. I do like Jazzy. Like I said, I think there's some more room to grow, but 1 versus 1, who's better? I think Blanca's the better player. Okay. And that's just me being honest. Someone said Flage Johnson to Seattle Storm. I would like her at Seattle, but Olivia's playing better this year. So I just feel like they're going to take Olivia. Someone said AC is a starter day 1. Exactly. It said Flage is good, but off the bench. Are you talking about for a W team? I think Flage could be good enough to be a starter for a W team. But if you're asking me who I think is better, I think that AC is better than Flage. Said, think Flage could start from the W in day 1. I mean, probably. It's going to depend on the situation she goes in, right? Because some teams, they draft players and then they have like a vet that they can learn from or whatever. Maybe a vet who's toward the end of their contract and everything. So some players, kind of come off the bench at first and they kind of learn as they go and get adjusted to it. Some players can kind of get thrown in the fire and start and everything. So she'll be a lottery pick. And so I would assume she would start. We'll have to see what the situation is. But I think she has the talent. Certainly, but there's always going to be that adjustment, right? Going from high school to college, going from college to the W. So there's definitely going to be an adjustment, for sure. But I think that Flage is a great player. Maybe for expansion teams, it said Blanca 100%. Someone said love my Terps. For Dallas needing a big, why not take Betts? The reason why we shouldn't take Lauren Betts is because if you look at the advanced statistics, we were one of the worst teams shooting from the 3-point line last year. We were at the very least in the bottom 2 and the bottom 3. So why would we get somebody who does not have a consistent 3-point shot and an efficient 3-point shot on our team? So from the 3-point line, that doesn't make any sense. And Lauren Betts does not have a back. She can finish at the rim, and her positioning is elite when she gets there. But when it gets to a point where they can't get you the ball in the post, and when people get in front of you and they turn the ball over and they deny that post entry pass, that's the way that she relies to score. I'm not seeing Lauren Betts being able to get the ball in transition and take it coast to coast. I don't think I've ever seen Lauren Betts do that, because that's not something that's in her game. That's not how she plays the game of basketball. I'm not seeing a fadeaway jump shot from Lauren Betts. I'm not seeing a consistent mid-range from Lauren Betts. That she doesn't take them every single game. She'll have games she goes without taking them, and sometimes she misses them. What was the game that I saw? One of the games this season she took multiple. I think she missed both or something like that. So that's not consistent in her game as well. I don't even know if I've seen a reverse layup from Lauren Betts. Lauren Betts is just, she's great at what she does, but she's limited in what she can do, okay? And so when you have those things and when you're relying on somebody to get you the ball in that position, what happens when they drive you out of the paint? What happens when they get in front of you and turn over the basketball? The blueprint on Lauren Betts has already been set, okay? And like I said, I think Minnesota will be a great situation for Lauren Betts. She's not going to be expected to carry a lot right away. You have Fee. Fee's going to be your number one. Fee's going to be your number one always, okay? I think she can learn a lot from Fee, and I think Cheryl will find a way to get her to develop these things in her game that she frankly doesn't have. From an offensive perspective, things that Lauren Betts does not have, okay? And then I think her defense is elite. I think she's a great defender. She's a great shot blocker, as she should be at her height. I think she can rebound the basketball pretty well. But from an offensive standpoint, she is limited, and it is what it is. AZ's skill set and what she has offensively, she can do everything offensively. Her IQ on the floor, the 3-point shot is elite. The mid-range is elite. She can finish at the basket and through contact, and her reverse is elite, okay? She can take it coast to coast. She can facilitate. She can do everything that you want on offense, okay? And so, we need help in the backcourt. Paige was the only consistent player we had in the backcourt. So if you want some help and you want somebody who has the opportunity to take the ball up, and you can let Paige play the 2 in some lineups, and she can get Paige the ball, and AZ can get Paige the ball exactly where she likes it, in the shooter's pocket, in the corner, in transition, all those other moments. They already play extremely well together. So why not put them together again after they just won a national championship, where it's plug and play, where they don't have to guess what each other's thinking, okay? I see you running in transition. I'm going to get you the ball for the 3. I'm going to do a dribble handoff and get you the ball for the 3. That's what they're going to do. They already know how each other works, okay? So it's a lot easier to plug and play someone you already play with and extremely well than that. And then I already explained to you Lauren Betts' limitation on offense. So that's personally why I think that we should take AZ. I think it's a no-brainer personally, okay? Someone said UCLA is not a good team. It depends on who they play, but they should play some real competition. But we'll see that soon. I think that they have improved, but I would like to see better competition. So takes on UCLA really quickly. Lauren Betts, in the beginning of the season, she did not play well the games that I saw, to keep it frank. I didn't see that fire in her that I saw in that Final Four. I did not see that. But she's starting to turn a corner. She's starting to play better, okay? When I play good teams again, it's going to be the same song and dance of them really limiting Lauren and everything that I already explained as to all that stuff, okay? And so the guards are going to have to step up. I don't trust the guards on UCLA. I don't trust them, okay? They don't show up consistently, okay? Neepkins, I think Neepkins is decent, her shot is so ugly, okay? I don't know why they didn't fix the shot. I will say that about Neepkins, but she can score in a variety of ways, for sure. I think that her defense is all right. It's not bad, I would say. I think that she's a decent player. She's probably their best guard at this point. We'll see how she continues to do throughout the season, but I think Neepkins has been doing some good stuff for them, to be fair. Kiki Rice, I don't trust Kiki Rice, okay? This 14.5 and all this other stuff, her average, it might fool you, but when we get to a big game, I don't trust her. She chokes. It is what it is. You pressure Kiki Rice, she's gonna cough up that basketball. Okay? I want to see consistently her she gotta stop driving to the rim so much. I mean, good God. Get more consistent with the threes. Get more consistent with the midi. Some of the shots that she takes, it just doesn't move me, okay? I think personally that Charlize Ledger-Walker has been a better facilitator of the basketball than Kiki Rice. I'm pretty sure she leads the team in assists. I think that her court vision is better, okay? And I that's just period. Kiki Rice just doesn't move me. She just doesn't move me. And I feel like Corey Close has not developed her. Who else do they have on the team? Dugalich. I forget what Dugalich averages on the season and everything. Bro, I forgot about Hawkes. I don't trust Hawkes. I do not trust Hawkes. I don't at all. Okay, so like we'll see what happens, but from what I've seen, I'm not trusting. I'm not trusting. Damn, who's the other one? I'm trying to remember the starting lineup. Sienna, the one game that I saw her playing, it wasn't great. But it was her first game, so I'm gonna try to give some grace for that. I did not see this game. I'm gonna keep it real with you guys, but I'm glad she had a better game. We'll see what happens as the season goes along and everything. The game that I saw, I felt she was holding on to the basketball way too long and like taking too long to make decisions. And then when you do that, they were just getting or to turn over the basketball or shot clock violations or just stuff like that. And so just some bad decision making. But again, it was her first game, so I can give some grace. So we'll see how Sienna develops. She's brand new, so I feel like I can't speak on that a whole lot because she just started playing for them. Okay, I'm gonna thank you for the gift, Rhea. I appreciate it. I'm going to watch some more UCLA games, and I'll give you guys my thoughts as the season goes on. Corey Close still can't coach. I think that UCLA is looking better with the offensive sets that they're running, but I think that they have a lot of bad shot selection, to be frank. Their defense as a team, when they play bad teams, they can beat up on them on defense and, force turnovers and everything, but their defense as a team, when they play a good school, I mean, you saw what happened against Texas. Okay? So, yeah, I think UCLA right now is looking decent, but they're not playing good teams. So we'll see what happens when they get more into conference play. But at least they're not playing good teams. So we'll see what happens when they get more into conference play. But at least they've tested themselves, and they played a team like Texas to see where they're at, But, that's kind of I think UCLA overrated. Okay? Because when they get to big games, let's see the shooter shoot like this. I'm going to move on. But that's some takes on UCLA. Do you think Dallas will bring back Awak? Yeah, because Kurt literally said that he wants her to come back, basically, and that she's a big part of the future, and that Paige talks to her all the time. I believe he went to visit her as well, so I think he's definitely bringing her back. Someone said, preaching, thank you. Someone said, no, for real, the way always at the rim. Her and Betts, it's just, Lauren Betts is just way better than Awak, fam. Like, that shouldn't even be up for debate. Someone said, Dallas doesn't need another undeveloped big. We just have a lot of bigs right now. I said, do you think Dallas would get rid of Lee? I don't know. I feel like we're going to give Lee another shot. Someone said Minnesota is great for her to learn at, not Dallas. Exactly. I would agree. Someone said Sienna better trust me. I mean, we'll see. And I'm an LSU girl, ride or die. Okay, period. Someone said Kiki Rice too inconsistency. I don't trust her. Said rank Illinois. I haven't seen any of their games, I don't think. What about Cadence Samuels? Cadence Samuels not good, bro. I don't even know why she was in the starting lineup at NC State, bro. Me and my friend watched one of the games. Damn, who are they playing? I don't remember who they were playing, bro. But it's just, she just kept getting lost. She kept making bad decisions on offense. The times when she would pass the ball, her shot selection was putrid. Her defense, she kept getting beat. They showed highlights in one of the games, and the highlights was her getting beat on defense, and she kept getting scored on, bro. She was terrible. It was comedy to watch her play. It was so bad. He finally took her out of the starting lineup. He put her back in that game against TCU, I believe. Terrible. She is not good. She's not good, okay? I don't know why she was starting. Someone said in AZ only we trust. Exactly. So yeah, that's my takeaway on Cadence Samuel game. Okay. What do you think about AZ? AZ goated. That's a generational player. Can do it all offensively, defensively. She's a menace. So I love AZ. Someone said I agree 100%. AZ to Dallas with number 1 pick. If not, Dallas judgment is questionable. What do you think about Jana? I think that Jana has to it's growing pains, I would like to see some more consistency from the offensive side of the ball, okay? But she needs to play more. He's basically playing on her garbage time. So I would like to see her have some more meaningful minutes because I think she can do some great stuff. I would like to see the scoring go up, but you got to play more, okay, for that opportunity. Defensively, she gets in foul trouble too much. I think she's shown some great stuff in the tournament. Someone said, nah, Asia gonna have a field day with Lee or Awa in the paint. Yeah, she definitely would. That's why we need a big who doesn't get bullied in the paint, which is why I want Angel Reese on the team. Okay? Angel Reese, when she played Asia, she had her in hell. She had AT in hell, and she had Fee in hell. Okay? She's a great defensive player. So I would much rather have Angel Reese as our 4. Okay? I think UConn's gonna win a championship. Someone said AZ is a baddie, period. Someone said, what about Carolina Ducharme? She doesn't really play a whole lot. And when she does play, she's not moving me, no shade. Someone said opinion on Silas Swords. Hope you spelled her name right. I feel like I've only seen her play in like maybe like 2 games. I think she's a decent player. I would have to see more to give you guys a full detailed explanation, like I can on Olivia Miles, like I can on Flau'jae, because I've seen them play like 7 times or something like that. So I have a lot more to say because I've watched them play more. But she's done some good stuff from what I've seen. Do you think a part of Dallas picking AZ will be a marketing strategy? I think it's just basketball first. I think that marketing will be a plus to it, but I really think it's basketball. I think that's first and foremost. Whoever gets Sarah Strong in a few years will be lucky. Exactly. I said, no shade though. Lee is nice and Alwa is young. Used to go to college or something. Exactly what I said. I am new to how the trade stuff works, but how would they bring back Alwa, fam? I really don't. I feel like they own her rights or something. Like whatever team were to draft her, they would own her rights. So like if she wanted to play in the W, she would have to play for that team. I believe that's how it works. Yeah, because some players, they like for example, we drafted Alwak. I believe she played for us for a few years or whatever, and then she's playing overseas right now. And so if she wants to come back and play in the W, we own her rights, so she would have to play for us basically. And I think sometimes you can do like trades within that to go to another team, or whatever. But I think that's how it works. Do you think KK will go to the WNBA? Depends on if her outside shot develops consistently. I personally feel. Let me change my background. Let's talk about Oklahoma. Someone said TCU over UCLA. We'll see. TCU hasn't really played anybody yet. If you had to choose today who are your first team All-Americans, AZ Flood, Sarah Strong, Madison Booker. Those are the 3 that I feel solid about. The other 2, I mean, I don't know. Those are 3 I feel strong about. Who was a worse coach, UCLA or USC? I asked my friends about this the other day, and my friend was saying that USC has the worst coach, because she was telling me even UCLA, like, they look watchable. Like, there's definitely been some games where UCLA hasn't looked great, and I've had my critiques and everything, like that Texas game, they got work and everything, but there's still some level of competence within the offense that she runs and what they're trying to do, which is what my friend was saying, and I can agree with that. I think USC just, it's bad. Like, there was a game that had 30 points in the third quarter. Okay, UCLA doesn't really do that. I think UCLA's guards, when they're hot, and when they're not, it's just bad. But I think that, she's getting better people to play for the team, and she's having them play better, okay? I still do maintain that Corey Close can't coach, and I'm not loving her development of players, and lack thereof. Look at Kiki Rice and Laura Best. I still do stand on that, but I would have to agree with my friend that Lindsay Gottlieb's the worst coach at this point in time. But they both leave a lot to be desired. Do you think Ice Brady's going to transfer? I don't think so. Is Lulu Lopez Seneschal another former Husky returning to Dallas? I don't know. I think he visited her recently, though. What about Audie Crooks? I mean, I don't know. Like, I just really need to see a lot of these teams play real competition. Like I said, it's hard for me to judge a player or for me to judge a team when they don't play real competition. UConn's been tested. We've had multiple ranked matchups, and we've played well in those. So we've proved that we're for real, that we're a good team. UCLA played Texas. Who else have they played? I forget who else they played. They might have had a couple of other ranked matchups. South Carolina, would I like to see them have some more ranked matchups and everything? Sure, but they did play Texas. They might have had another ranked matchup or 2. So a lot of these teams have had tests, and I just feel, that there has to be some improvement in terms of the scheduling for a lot of these teams. So it's hard for me to say. With, like, when you only, like, I don't know. Do you think anyone can get in the way or give UConn a hard time getting the Natty this year? I think we can beat anybody. What is it called? I think the teams that would give us the hardest time are Michigan and Texas. Those are the teams that will give us the hardest time. But Michigan is so good on the defensive end, and they do have some good 3-point shooters, so Michigan might be harder of a test. Because that game we already played. Because Texas, like I said, they struggle with their 3-point shooting. Both are really good teams. So I think if any team is going to give us trouble or make it a closer game, then I would say those 2 teams, based off of what I've personally seen. But on Oklahoma, shout out to City of Norman. City of Norman's fun. I was talking about the instincts and everything with the ability to pass the basketball, looking for shooters in transition and stuff. That's what City Norman got. She can score the basketball in a variety of ways. Defensively, I think her defense is improving, like I stated earlier. So shout out to City Norman for being electric, for being fun to watch. She should be talked about a little bit more. Reagan Beers got to finish her layups, and the offensive rebounding, how you getting beat on the glass with the offensive rebounding and not being in the right positions. I was frustrated by that in that game. Zaya Van was cooking. She was cooking. That point guard, what, number 23 in that last game? She had her in hell. She got multiple blocks. She had 21 points. So I think that those are some players that stood out to me. Sahara Williams, doesn't she have some good stuff for them? I feel pretty much every single game as well. Like, this is just a team that likes to play fast. They like to get their buckets in transition. And I think that they're doing some fun stuff offensively, you know? So I think it'll be exciting to see, you know, what they got for the rest of the season in SEC play. And I do think that, their defense has improved from the last time I saw them. I thought their defense needed a lot of work, and I think they have improved, especially with that zone defense. So we'll see what happens when they play some real competition at SEC play, but, they're fun to watch. I might catch some more Oklahoma games. Do you think there should be any changes in UConn's starting lineup? At this point, Blanca needs to be starting over Ashlyn. And she should have been starting over Ashlyn at this point. She's done a lot better job of limiting the turnovers at this point, which was the huge problem, and just, being a lot better in regards to that. So I think she should be starting over Ashlyn, because Ashlyn consistently doesn't move me. But yeah, and then let me see other teams that I had saved to discuss. TCU. I kind of talked about TCU a little bit. Opinions on Sarah Williams. Gotta get the scoring up. Let's kick out the ball more. Maybe some better defensive moments too, but I think Sarah Williams is performing better. Do you have any thoughts on Jersey going to South Carolina? I personally don't have a dog in the fight because I haven't really watched her tape like that. I haven't got to it. The streets say that it's not the best place for guard development, I hear. So you take that. Quick thoughts on TCU, because I think someone commented on them earlier. Olivia Miles, like I said, has been putting up good numbers this season. You see the stat line in the last game. Yes, they played a bad school. Yes, I want to see them play real competition. I'm always keeping it fair. But she did what she was supposed to do. Like, she just kept seeing the open space in the paint, kept driving for layups. I think she hit some threes in the game, so I think that she was efficient in regards to that and just doing what she needs to do. NC State is not good. Who has NC State beat that's good? Oh, wait, because Tennessee's not good? Who is NC? Bro, even in the NC State game that they played, I'm pretty sure Olivia went 4 of 18. That was a terrible game for her. NC State is not a good team. NC State got Trigger in a dream, basically. What? Trigger, Zoni Brooks, Zam Jones. They were top 25 at that time, and where they at now? I'm sorry. I'm just trying to see something. Olivia Mile defense not good. I already went over that though. If you guys see the tape, y'all know her defense not good. I thought it was one of her better defensive games, but her defense still don't move me. Marta Suarez always putting some good stuff out for you. And Silva as well. So I think that these are their best players that they got. I forget who are the other players that I liked. I'm blanking. But I think offensively they're doing some good stuff. Just in regards to how they share the basketball, I think that that's been key. The looks that they're creating for each other most of the time. They really enjoy feeding the post a lot, getting some good buckets in transition. I think that their defense for the most part is good. I just want to see them play against the real team so I can actually evaluate them in a meaningful way. And I think that they don't have a bench. And so when your starters have to play 35 minutes a game, then it's going to wear on you this season. But I think TCU is decent. I just would like to see them play against real teams. Okay. Someone said LSU go Tigers. Let me switch over to LSU, because I believe I have them saved. I didn't see this game, but they won a game 110-45. So there was that. I want to see real competition scheduled. The bright spots for LSU when I was watching Flage, for sure. I like Flage. I like Malaysia Fuwali a lot. I think she's a lot of fun. So I think that those are the two players that kind of stood out to me most. Who else do they have? They have Grace Knox. I believe she just had a good game the other day. Now who's her name? Who's that post player? Kate Koval. They have Kate Koval. I don't know. They got some decent players. And then they have the other one, Michaela Williams, putting some good stuff. So I think they have good players. I think they have a decent roster. I just think, like I said, when you play teams that are that much worse than you, then you kind of get away with some of the flaws that they had, like some defensive stuff, not being as sharp on defense as I would have liked. And, the turnovers be killing them as well, and the discipline at times. So I would like to see some real competition. Because their closest real competition was Duke, and Duke's not good. And they have 14-1 run. And they got it together, but I don't know. I'm excited to see SEC play and see what this LSU team is made of and see what happens for them in the tournament, okay? So that's kind of my takeaway on LSU right now. Said January 1st, they play Kentucky. I'll be seated. Clara Strack, I've seen a little bit of Kentucky, but I do like Clara Strack, so I'll say that about Kentucky. Said bingo is hard to judge when they play such bad teams. Exactly. What do you think about the freshman class for LSU? I gotta watch more LSU games. To be honest with you. How many LSU games have I watched this year? I think I've mainly only seen like 3 games. So when I watch more games and everything and I get more familiar with the players, I can kind of give more detailed analysis for you and everything. And that's kind of the joy about watching teams over and over again, like consistently keeping up with the team. That's the great thing about UConn. I can tell you my thoughts on every single UConn player because I watch every single game and I see how every player does. So I'll get to that for sure. But I'll be seated for that Kentucky game. Who do you think will go top 3 in the draft? AZ number 1, Lauren Betts number 2, Olivia Miles number 3. That's what I'm taking right now in the draft. Let me change my background again for the other schools that I had saved. Already talked about Tech. Okay, so I don't think I talked about South Carolina yet. So it's probably the next one. Okay, I think this is South Carolina. Okay, so I haven't talked about South Carolina yet, guys. Okay, so first and foremost, you guys know that I love Tessa Johnson. I think she's a demon. Okay, and I remember that national championship game, like rewatching that and everything. Her 3-point shooting is there. She can hit a mini. She can finish at the rim and stuff. I think she's 5'10" or 6. I think she's 6 feet tall actually. But I do like Tessa a lot. I think Tessa is really fun. I think Tessa is one of their best players. These WCC women's college basketball scores have been ridiculous lately and have. Is Rory Senior? I think she is. When does conference play start for LSU? I think in January. It starts in general for the SEC at least. And I'm pretty sure they play Texas on January 11th. So I'm really excited for that game. I think that's going to be a really good game. So I'm excited to see how both teams look, especially from that. If LSU can hit from 3, they have a really good chance in that game. It could go either way. It really depends. But I like Tessa Johnson a lot. I think Tessa Johnson a demon for sure. What was this? I saw a video that was talking about AZ Raven in Malaysia, and that Raven is better than them. What? How is Raven better than Malaysia Fulwali? Not in scoring the basketball? What are your thoughts on Audie Crooks on Iowa State? The thing with Audie Crooks is the fact that I'm trying to figure out a way to put it. I think Audie Crooks' conditioning has to improve and everything. Like when you see her in transition, she's kind of slow to get back in transition. So that's something that I've really noticed and something that has to improve and everything. I saw a part of her highlight recently and it was just her committing offensive fouls and them not being called. Okay, so, you know, that's definitely something that is going to come to bite in the league. Quite frankly, defensively, her defense did not move me whenever I watched that game. Her defense did not move me in that game at all. She does have a midi that she does sometimes. She has a little fadeaway in her bag, so I'll appreciate that. I don't recall seeing her take any threes. It's a lot of similar things to Lauren Betts in the fact that they depend on getting fed in the post and then just going that way and kind of bodying their way to the basket, okay? And in my opinion, that's not sustainable, especially when you get to the league and you're having to go against players like Jonquil Jones, Asia Wilson, Angel Reese, Nafisa Collier. Like, when you have post players like that, they are going to block the shot. They're going to make the shot difficult to get off. They're going to deny those post entry passes. And so I think some of a bag has to be developed, and I think her conditioning has to improve, okay? And that's just me being honest. And I would like to see Iowa State play some real competition because we know Iowa's not good this year. We know that, okay? We'll see what happens in conference play. I'll check out some more stuff. That's me being honest. How do you think Iowa State versus UConn is going to go? I think UConn's absolutely going to dominate. I thought they weren't on the schedule. Hold on, let me see. Let me see if I can find the schedule. I don't even remember what our schedule was. Like, I'm trying to see if I can go onto the UConn women's basketball Instagram. Bro, they didn't even pin the schedule, so now I have to try to scroll for it. Do y'all remember who's in our non-conference play schedule? Because I know that we have, because I feel like they weren't there. Because we have Tennessee coming up, and who's the other school we had coming up? We have Notre Dame coming up. I know we had those two. I don't remember Iowa State being on the schedule. Like, I genuinely don't remember that. So I'm trying to, like, look and find it, but they post a lot. Okay, this was in October, so I'm trying to see if I can find a schedule for the year. 10 days until tip-off, blah, blah, blah. Hey, where's the schedule? I'm trying to find it. Okay. Yeah, we don't have them on the schedule, I think. Because we had Louisville, Ohio State, Michigan, USC, Iowa, Notre Dame, and Tennessee. I don't think they're on the schedule. I don't think they're on the schedule. Yeah. Because it says UConn's non-conference schedule, and then it was games before the season that we already did. So it was Boston College, SCSU, and then we did Louisville, Florida State, Loyola, Ohio State, Michigan, Utah, South Florida, USC. Then we just played Iowa, and then we have Notre Dame and Tennessee. Yeah, they're not on the schedule. When does the tournament start? You talk about March Madness or the Big East tournament? Hold on. Who do you think is freshman of the year? I mean, I'm biased because I'm a UConn fan, but I would say Blanca. But she doesn't start, so I'm sure that will have an effect on it and everything. So, Jazzy, I mean, I can't be mad at it. Some thoughts on South Carolina. Like I said, Tessa Demon. I forgot to talk about this. Raven, she can facilitate. She can play defense. Her scoring, I think her scoring numbers have gone up this year. So I will say those things. Some people saying she's a lottery pick. I don't see it. I don't see it personally. Or like, I don't know. She might go in the first round, and it is what it is. But like lottery, like I don't know. I'm not seeing that. I swear I've seen people say she's a lottery pick or something. I'm personally not seeing that. Or high in the first round for that matter. Okay. So yeah, as far as the Big East tournament, I do not know when that starts. I'm going to be honest, sometime in March. Okay. That's when I believe it starts, but let me know down below in the comments. Who is a lottery pick for this year coming up, you mean? Or who isn't a lottery? Because who is a lottery pick? AZ Flood, Olivia Miles, Flau'jae Johnson, Lauren Betts. Those are all definitely lottery picks, in my opinion. Maybe Latson, maybe. Who else is going in the draft? I'm trying to think. But those four that I just rattled off are definitely lottery picks. So, because I'm trying to think. So I said AZ, Lauren, Olivia, Flau'jae. Yeah, those four are definitely like, yeah, maybe Latson, yeah. March 6th through 9th is the Big East tournament. Okay, there you go. Do you watch volleyball? I watched some of it for the because the playoffs for them were happening, like the tournament. So I saw some of the Texas A&M stuff. Well, who did they play? I think it was Kentucky. I think I saw that game. It's actually interesting to see like how other sports work and everything. It's not really my forte, but you know, it's interesting. I did not catch the championship game, but I thought it was fun. I thought it was entertaining. So congratulations to Texas A&M because I know that they won the championship for sure. And I know they had a whole Cinderella story and Kendall Stowers, the medical retirement and then coming back. So I know some of it, but congratulations to them for that. So maybe I'll watch more in the future. Who knows? I'm trying to think. Shout out to Joyce Edwards for South Carolina because she's been putting up points. She had a game where she had, 34 points. I think Joyce Edwards is somebody who can score in a variety of ways. Dawn said that she would like to see her take more threes. I would agree. I'd like to see her take some more middies as well. Defense could have some room for improvement, 100%. But I think that as it stands, Joyce Edwards has been South Carolina's best player. Latson, I would like to see Latson facilitate more. I think Latson's shot diet is terrible, to be frank. Defense with Latson, I think that her off-ball defense, like her steals, she has a knack for that, which is great. Her on-ball defense is not my favorite. So I think that those have been like the stars for South Carolina. Kind of already talked about Raven at this point. And sometimes we got to be honest, guys. Like, let's just keep it a buck, okay? And then Okode, I believe. Hopefully I'm saying her name correctly. She can do some good stuff for them. Who was the one? McDowell or McDaniel, but one of those two, they just who was the one who tried to do that alley-oop pass to Latson, and then Latson couldn't even catch that, and then Dawn was looking like, why would you do that? Why would you do that? Okot or Okot? I don't know. I hear it different ways, so I'm trying to get my pronunciation right, but she did some good stuff for them. But it's either McDaniel or McDowell. One of those two, maybe both of them, they be irritating me with some of the decisions that they make in terms of the passes that they make, in terms of that shot selection. South Carolina team defense, depend on the game. They have good defense against bad teams. In general, their defense as a team could step up. Like I said, Tessa defense has to improve. But I think they're just riddled with injuries, you know. I think they have been improving, but again, we'll see how good they are once SEC play starts, and you have to play Texas, and you have to play LSU, and all that other things. So I'm definitely intrigued to see what happens there. But shout out to Dawn and the program she's building over at South Carolina for sure. I'm trying to see everything else that I had saved. Okay, that was UCLA. I already talked about UCLA. I already talked about that. I'm trying to see my other stuff I had saved. This is something I saved, but these are some of my favorite players from other schools. Because you guys know I'm a UConn fan. But we got Tessa Johnson, that's Demon. Cydia Norman, always a treat. I like Talaysia Cooper at Tennessee. Apparently she didn't start the last game, I heard, which is blasphemous because she's their best player. I think she's a lot of fun. I really like Talaysia Cooper. I had Madison Booker. Okay, when Madison Booker has a good game, I think she's fun to watch. I love how she lives in the mid-range. As a Paige fan, I do enjoy that. And then we got Rory Harmon, who's been fantastic. I think she's done a lot of great things for Texas, so just would like to see that scoring get up, but otherwise I think she's been really good. Flau'jae Johnson, explosive player, and then I had Mylasia Fulwiley, okay? Also, giving some shout-outs to Trieger from NC State. I think that Trieger is really fun. And she can do a lot of good stuff for you. And then also I really liked what is it called? I love Juju as well. I didn't put Juju on the list because I was trying to think of players who are actively playing right now. As we know, she's out for the season, okay? So it's no slight to Juju or anything. I think Juju's generational, as they've said. Someone said Okot has really impressed me. I didn't know how they were going to recover after Kids' injury. Yeah, she's putting some good stuff. She's putting some good stuff up for them. So, yeah, I think she's coming along. I think she's coming along for them. What do you think about LSU this year? I think they need to play real competition. Shout out to Flau'jae, shout out to Mylasia. Those are the two players that move me the most. Michaela Williams can do some good stuff. I think Grace Knox just had a good game. So they have some good players. I mean, this was my list. Like I watched these players more than Silas Swords, I believe. Or maybe they made a stronger impression. And it's no shade towards Silas Swords. These were just some of the players that I enjoy outside of UConn. This is just my opinion. So, but I'm glad she's doing some good stuff. Someone said, as a UConn fan, kind of scared of that SC roster next year. We'll definitely see what happens with that. We'll definitely see. Like I said, I'm worried about the shooting guard position next year personally, if I'm being honest. But we'll see what he gets with his recruits. UConn's really a program that sells itself. Someone said Jazzy Davidson. I think Jazzy Davidson's decent. I love Flaw and Lay. Yeah, they're really fun to watch. So just excited to see how everything goes in SEC play. But that's something that we know. Someone said, I have friends who are homosexual. Yeah, she can be fun. If she's having a good game, she can be fun. When she has a bad game, like that 421, I'll never forget that. She be a free throw merchant at times too. Her defense is decent though. I'll give her that. She does put a lot on defense. Didn't she have a game with 13 steals the other day? They got to play better competition, though, but she's the only good player on that team. Freshman of the year prediction, probably Jazzy Davidson. What hurts LSU is the strength of the schedule kills them. Probably. I'm trying to think. I mean, what other players do you guys like outside of UConn or outside of your school? You know, if you're an LSU fan, if you're a South Carolina fan, if you're a UConn fan, what are other players that you enjoy to watch whenever they're not against your team? Someone said Audie Crooks is crazy. I think they're an Audie Crooks fan. Okay. Someone said Blanca for freshman of the year. I mean, like I said, she doesn't start, so I feel like that's probably going to go against her. Someone said Hannah Stokey. Hannah Stokey, don't move me. Don't move me, bro. The Iowa fans on Twitter were talking about they were going to beat us. And what happened? Belt to ass. And bro, my mutuals are so funny. Because they be bookmarking their tweets and go back to it and everything, bro. Like, they really try to act like she was going to be better than Sarah Strong. Like, y'all set yourself up. Y'all know damn well y'all wasn't winning that game. Someone told me Iowa was going to the Final Four. I think it was that game they played ass against Baylor, too. Tears. For me personally, Olivia Miles is not my favorite to watch. You know, I think she's a good player, just not my favorite. For me, but you guys are probably saying you guys enjoy to watch her. I mean, that's fair. What are you saying? Calm down. This is my life. I mean, I just have to keep it a buck because they really said that. Someone says Cydia Norman. Yeah, I really like Cydia Norman. Someone said, you know who Brooklyn Meyer is? Apparently she just played against TCU, but I was kind of more focused on the TCU side, so I'll have to watch them play in a different game and kind of give an opinion. Someone said Belt to ass and AZ had a horrible first half. It could have been way worse. It's just the UConn way, the UConn team. Like, it's just That's what we do. That's what we do. Like, I saw Iowa before that Baylor game, that Iowa State game, child. I knew they weren't going to put up no competition against us. I just already knew. So I wasn't surprised by that. I wasn't surprised by the USC outcome. I'm just not surprised because I be doing my homework. I be watching these teams outside of us because I just want to see who's playing today. And I knew that Michigan was going to be one of our harder games because I saw what they did to Notre Dame. So I was like, that should be an interesting matchup. So I kind of like knew beforehand that would probably be harder. Someone say your thoughts on City of Norman. I like City of Norman a lot. I was talking about this earlier, but she's a lot of fun offensively. She can score from the three. There was this one play she had where she missed the midi and then she relocated, hit the three. So her threes, I think, have been improving probably recently. She can hit the mid-range jump shot. She can finish at the basket and through contact at that. So I think that she's a lot of fun to watch offensively. Her assist game is really good. Just her anticipation for those things. She's always trying to get her teammates involved. She likes to play fast. I think that she has to be better about the turnovers because she had 4 turnovers last game, and I can't praise that. I can't praise that. But I think she's a lot of fun. I really do enjoy her game. I think people should be talking about her more because I think that she's doing some great stuff for Oklahoma. So I do enjoy her game. Someone said Marta Suarez. I do like her. I think she'll be good in the W. First round pick for sure. So I do like her. But I think it's really fun, honestly, to watch the teams outside of your team because I like to get a feel for how these other teams operate. You watch and you're like, okay, who's going to be your best player on the team? How do you guys operate? How do you run your offense? How do you run your defense? What are your go-to actions and sets that run the coaching rotations, your bench players? So I think it's a lot of fun to watch other teams. And it's important just to see how these teams play and, you can kind of get an idea of what the potential matchups would be like, and it's fun. It's just fun. I love the game of basketball, so I really enjoy watching teams outside of UConn, and I just am really trying to get a lot of reviews out for you guys, and it's really enjoyable. Someone said, are you excited about the SEC conference? Oh yeah, for sure. LSU, I'm excited to see them play real competition. As I said before, South Carolina, I love Tessa Johnson. Like I said, I think she's a demon. Joyce Edwards has been fantastic for them as well. So South Carolina, I think the South Carolina-Texas game is going to be really good because, what is it called? Because there's that history. Okay? And I literally, the South Carolina fans, they do not like Madison Booker, okay? I saw this one tweet. And someone posted just Madison Booker's stat line every single time that they played South Carolina, and it was not good. And so I was kind of wondering, I was like, why don't they like Madison Booker? Why don't they like Madison Booker? And so I actually found it was during, I think it was a regular season game. And she told Raven, she said, or somebody, she was like, you can't effing guard me. Oh, thank you for the gift. I appreciate it. I was like, oh, I did not know she said that. And then the SEC tournament came and South Carolina won. And Raven brought that up. She was like, oh, she said she can't, effing guard me. Oh, Bree Hall, sorry. So that's pretty bold. Okay. And apparently they barely won the game too as well. I'm just like, it's not good. So they posted the stat lines, and child, those were not pretty stat lines when they played. So I think that because of the history and whatever, I think that that's going to be a really good game. So I'm just excited to see kind of the matchups and everything that you got going on. Isn't Madison Booker playing the 4? So you see Madison Booker versus Joyce Edwards. So you'll see that. You'll see the guard play. Because you got Tessa Johnson for South Carolina. Aaliyah Crump, I think, will be back for Texas. So I'm really excited to see that matchup. I think that's going to be one of the best ones. I'm excited, LSU, to see some real competition. Vanderbilt doesn't move me. Michaela Blake's just a shot chucker, no shade. I think Madison Booker's a junior, I believe. So I think she has one more year. I believe she's class of 27. Someone said, I'm so ready for LSU versus South Carolina. That can be a pretty good one, too. So we'll see, because I think South Carolina is starting to improve more and hit their stride, but we'll see. These big matchups really show you what you need and what you're lacking. So I think those are the games I'm most excited for. Honestly, is the LSUs versus the South Carolinas versus the Texas, those 3 teams. I think those are the ones I'm most excited for, because Michaela Williams too. So you're just getting a lot of interesting matchups and stuff, the guard matchups, the big matchups and everything, the coaching matchups, Dawn Staley and Vic Schaefer. So I think there's a lot. That's something that kind of advertises itself, right? So I'm really excited to see those games. And then in the SEC, Oklahoma. Okay, so you'll see Oklahoma. You'll see, I believe, isn't Kentucky in the SEC as well? So we got a lot of good matchups. So the SEC has definitely got to be one of the best, most electric conferences in women's college basketball, for sure. So I'm really excited for that. Someone said, who are your first team All-American picks? AZ Fudd, Sarah Strong, Madison Booker. Maybe I have friends who are homosexual. I don't know. Maybe something like that. But someone said, did you ever play basketball or just watch? I never played really like that, like organized basketball, like with family and stuff I did. But yeah. Why did y'all block him? What did he do? Y'all tell me what Gavin did in the comments. Yeah, because some of y'all be coming on here and y'all get blocked. And I rarely block people. So if y'all got blocked, it was my moderator. Okay, so I don't know what he said. But, yeah, let me know in the comments what he did. Because I really do not know what happened. I'm trying to see if I have any other... I forgot to talk about this, but this is AZ FUT stats against, I believe, Powerful competition. It's kind of blocking my view, so I can't read them all. But you're seeing what AZ is doing against, you know, ranked teams at that. You know, like I said, I think that the Michigan game really her crown jewel, okay? 31 points, 5 rebound, 1 assist, 2 steal, 2 block, okay? And I have a video that I'm going to post on this. Either today or tomorrow on this account, but just appreciating what AZ's doing against these great schools, and just her shooting splits as well, 51.3, 50.9, and 100, okay? So these are just fantastic shooting splits for AZ and what she's able to do, and the best guard in the country, what she's doing for that shooting guard position. So just gotta appreciate AZ FUT and what she's doing night in and night out for this UConn team, okay? She's taking on a big load, and, you know, her leadership and how that continues to grow this year, and just how awesome she's been, and I like AZ FUT is just continuously underrated, like genuinely, okay? You guys know I love AZ, but I've just been in spaces and stuff where people are just disrespectful to this lady, and I'll never understand it. I'll never respect it. She's just gonna keep proving you guys wrong, and it's just weird because I said this, but people act like AZ having a good game is a fluke when she consistently has good games. Maybe she's a good player. Y'all keep waiting for AZ to get exposed, and it's not gonna happen because she's a good player. Everyone has, you know, games that are not their best every now and then, but AZ's been consistent, averaging over 18 points a game, and this is what she's doing against ranked teams. This is what she's doing. So you guys keep waiting for AZ to be exposed and for it to be shown that she's not as good as advertised, and you guys keep being wrong. So when are y'all gonna be quiet? Y'all not gonna be quiet. Y'all gonna keep moving the goalposts. So I'm just tired of the disrespect that she gets. I'm tired of the disrespect that AZ FUT gets. Someone said discourse from Ottawa FC after every good game from AZ is wearing wild. Like, they just, child, it just gets to the point. Like, people can say what they want, but I will be here when Dallas Wings draft AZ FUT. And I'm going to say, what have I been telling you guys? I keep being right. Like, people can doubt AZ all they want, and she's going to show you every single time that she's the #1 pick. Like, who else is doing it like her, man? Against ranked teams. Who else is doing this? Like, this is just an awesome player. Like, all these excuses that y'all have for why y'all don't like this lady. I don't get it. How do you not like AZ FUT basketball? She can do it all. People really trying to say she a one-trick pony. You just don't watch any of her games then. People try to reduce her to being a catch-and-shoot three-point shooter. Like, that's all she can do. And you just don't watch the games. It's never been more obvious. Bro. This is someone who had 7 threes in a game. This is someone who had 8 threes in a game. This is a demon. And her defense, the way she locking people up too, you gotta appreciate it. Someone said, me too, friend, me too, exactly. Someone said AZ does it all. Exactly, bro. Not a guard prospect that comes close to AZ in this draft. I don't care what anyone says. Like, genuinely. I did want to share this, but Angel and Paige were on some Forbes list, I believe, for athletes or whatever. I think it's about like how much money they make off the court and everything. But, you know, obviously you guys know I love Angel and Paige, so I wanted to take a second to shout them out. I almost forgot to do my segment that I do every single live. But it was just talking about how the top 3 recruits from 2020 recruiting class have won a national championship. So yeah, I had to do my segment every live. I almost forgot. That's kind of why I was a little bit late. So I did have to put my segment together for this live. It said DPOY period. It said Jose seems very interested in AZ FUT, which means Enrique gone. It said they love Caitlin Clark threes, but somehow it's problematic when AZ shoots threes. Make it make sense, bro. It's like, it really doesn't make sense, because before AZ went down, what was it, her sophomore year, she was in contention for what is it called, National Player of the Year. Didn't she have like 25, 26, 27 points a game? Like, she was shooting it. Okay, anybody who's seen AZ FUT like healthy knows what she's capable of. So I don't know why people keep doubting her. You go under the screen, she's going to make you pay every single time. She doesn't need a long time to release the ball. Like her form, her shooting, it's just so elite. It's just so elite. But people don't know hoops. People don't know hoops, man. I'm sorry. Like, she's shooting like 7 threes a game and being efficient. She made 5 threes her last game. It was great. So that was my my other segment. I did forget to do my segment in this live. So there was that. I don't know if I talked about USA basketball a little bit, but Angel and Paige for USA basketball, period. Wanted to show that. And I don't know if I talked about this on live either, but bro, whenever she did the fake and did the side step 3 on Caitlyn, that was so funny. That was so funny. Someone said AZ has something Clark does in defense. It's true. She has way more of a bag. She has way more of a bag. Someone said it's because AZ is a minority. That's why. It, like, a lot of it, like, part of it has to be racism. Part of it has to be homophobia. Some people are hating on her because of her injuries, which it just irritates me because, like, a player can't control that and everything. Like, she's came back from that stronger every single time. So, yeah, definitely part of it is those things for sure. And I would be remiss if I didn't mention that. So you're right in that. I guess I was trying to look at it more from a basketball thing. But yeah, like that definitely got a part in it. That definitely got a part in it. But people are just weird, and people switching up on AZ, you know, and everything. Like, I just hate when people change their opinions on something and they won't admit, I was wrong, da-da-da-da-da, you know? At the very least, you could do that. Like, they'll say one thing, and then they'll completely switch up and not talk about how they were wrong. I don't know. Someone said they're not for anyone who was not white and straight. Well, have y'all seen women's college basketball? Have y'all seen the WNBA? Like, let's keep it real. Like, people be gay. Like Quentin Brunson said. Like, who cares? It's about putting the basketball through the hoop. It's about playing defense. That's what I care about. I care about on the court. Okay? Like, I just don't... thank you guys for the likes, 17.3k likes. I really do appreciate it. And thank you guys for sticking with me on live for so long. I appreciate that a lot. I didn't talk about Unrivaled. I just realized I didn't talk about it. But, you know, we got media days and everything for it. We got Paige ready. We got Fee ready. Wish Angel was here. You guys know I love Angel, so that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. We got a lot of content from it, though. I've been making some videos on my profile and kind of talking about that as well, so you guys can check those out. But it's just been fun. The Paige and Cam and Rakia moments, I've loved it. Azaree's hilarious as well. We got Fee there. We got Stewie there. So I think Unrivaled's going to be a lot of fun. So I'm just really excited to see what we got this upcoming season for Unrivaled. Someone said they all love to say it's hoops until AZ, bro. Like, a lot of these people who say that, like we never talk about basketball, da-da-da-da. When you have basketball conversations with them, you realize that they don't know anything. Like, it just gets to a point. We got to use the eye test on these players. Okay? You can cherry pick stats till you're blue in the face. But when we turn on the tape, then what happens? I was said Unrivaled just seems problematic and does. It's just been good. Like, just to see everyone refreshed, to see everyone ready for this. And I'm happy. I'm happy that Paige and Fee are doing Unrivaled and everything. Because imagine being a fan of a player, you know, and you got to wait, you know, all these months for the next W season. Because the W season ends like late October, basically. So having to wait basically November, December, January, February, March, April, May. Well, doesn't it start in May? So you basically have to wait like 6 months to see your player play again. So, I'm glad that we're going to get to see them play. And in this fashion, I think it's going to be a lot of fun. We saw a Paige, giving lobs to Dom. It said the goalpost for AZ moves every day. The jealousy is real clock. Who's your favorite Unrivaled team? Well, my favorite Unrivaled team is going to be Breeze, because that's the team Paige is on. Last year, the teams that I watched a lot, I watched the Rose, because that's the team that Angel was on, and it really made a lot of strides to get that championship, and Chelsea Gray, which was on a heater. And then I also really did like Fee's team, the Lunar Owls. I mean, I feel like we all thought that Lunar Owls were going to win it all last year, and they didn't. They kind of choked, which was crazy. We really did not expect that at all, but I don't know. And then the roster this year is really not doing Fee any favors, because it's like Fee, Skylar, Marina, who else does she have on the team? Aaliyah Edwards is going to be on there too. I don't know. There's just, the rosters in general, like the best rosters, like all of them kind of, what is it called? There's something left to be desired, I guess, in the rosters for Unrivaled. I guess that's how I personally see it. But I'm still really excited. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Just kind of see the spacing and the pace of all that stuff. What do you think the Breeze rotations will be? Oh, this is a great question. I kind of want to say, like, obviously Paige is going to be starting, so I would think Paige and then, like, Cam or Kia maybe, or I don't know. I don't know if she's gonna start Dom because Noelle's coaching and she coached Dom, so maybe she would have Dom come off the bench. So like the starting unit, it might be something like that, and then the second unit is probably gonna be, it's either gonna be Ari McDonald or Kate. Either Ari McDonald or Kate, because those are the other two guards on the team. So I could see either way. I could see either way for the second unit, and then it's Dom, and then yeah, I'm trying to think of who was all on the team because it's Paige, Cam, Dom, Rakia, Ari McDonald, Kate Martin. Right? Only 6 players on the team. So I don't know if they're gonna do like a 2 guards and 1 big lineup too. So like maybe you could do like Paige, Ari, and like Cam or something. Not saying that they should do that. I'm just saying I don't know. Like, or you could do like Paige, Kate, and Rakia or something. Like I don't know how they want to do their lineups. So I don't know. I would guess it's 1 guard and 2 bigs. But I'm trying to think of the lineups that they did last year because for Rose it was like, I'm pretty sure Angel was there, and then I think it wasn't it Angel, Lexi, and no, I think it was Angel, Ka, and Chelsea, right? Wasn't that the starting lineup, right? Hoping to see Cam Duncan unrivaled. I'm hoping that too. So which unrivaled team do you think will win this season? It's really interesting. I don't know. I'm obviously going to be pulling for Paige. I think they have one of the best rosters in unrivaled. But also Hive, that could be a pretty good team too. You got Sonia, Kelsey Mitchell's on that team as well. I believe Sanaya Rivers is on that team. So that could be a team that could take it all as well. So I think that those are probably 2 of the better teams in terms of roster construction. I'm trying to think for Rose. You had Azurá Stevens. You had Chelsea Gray, I believe. Kalia Copper. I don't know. I feel like I don't see them winning at all. Vinyl's not good. I'm trying to think. You had De'Erica. I think Ray was on that team. Arike's not on there anymore. Arike's on Mist, I think. So Mist has like Stewie, Arike, Lee. Who are the other 2? Damn. I'm forgetting. But I think that those, I don't know. Like Breeze? Oh, Ryan is on Vinyl. I don't know why they had Ryan and Arike on the same team. Like I really don't know why they would do that, bro. Like that was, whoever did that, bro. Alicia's on Mist. Yeah, so you have Alicia Gray, Stewie, Arike, Lee. They did. I would agree about that. Like, why would you do Stewie like that? I really don't know. But somebody said, I don't know why Cam doesn't move me at all. I think the thing with Cam is she was coming back from the torn ACL last year, so she missed like half of the season. And then her rotations were kind of funky. So I feel like she didn't get to play enough minutes. And so if you don't get to play enough minutes, it's kind of hard to get your scoring up. And then if you look at the people that she's playing with, I mean, she was playing with Kelsey Plum, Rakia Jackson, who are going to take a line share of the shot attempts. And then you had the Erica Hamby. So I think it was kind of harder for her to get shots, and just get her integrated on the offense. When you get used to playing without somebody for so long, you're just used to it. So I think some of the rotations and stuff, and then she got to stay out of foul trouble. I don't know. I can see the upside. She can make threes. Her defense is good. She has to stay out of foul trouble and everything. So I don't know. I can see I can see there being room to grow and having more time. I said, I think Phantom will be good. I'm trying to think who's on Phantom. Isn't Satu still on Phantom, right? Satu is fun. So I'll see that. AB. Ugh, you guys know I can't stand AB. So I'm not looking forward to that. And then we got, I'm trying to think of the other people we had. I think Kelsey Plum's on there. Natasha Cloud. Natasha Cloud last W season did not move me. I don't know if you guys share that opinion. Satu was, oh, damn. I forgot Satu's not playing. That Phoenix Mercury staff gotta pay for how they treated that concussion, okay? Because I'm not even in the medical field, but like I have friends and like I saw on the timeline and people were saying that they weren't supposed to bring Satu up like that after that, and that they were supposed to like bring out a stretcher. And it's just like, this is your job. Like you're the professional medical team and you let the woman down Like I remember when we all found out she was okay after the concussion and everything that she went through, but it looked bad. So it's just unfortunate that it happened in October, and now we're about to be in January. So 2-3 months, give or take, and we're still seeing her struggle with those symptoms. So I think it's really unfortunate. I forgot about that, but damn, that really sucks. That really sucks. I just hate to see players get hurt. I just hate to see players get hurt, especially in that way. And concussions are no joke. We know Paige had a concussion last season. She missed like 4 games because of that, so it's really unfortunate. So I'm wishing Satu the best. You guys, I do have a soft spot in my heart for Satu. Off the court. On the court, she'd be streaky. But like I said, she did come back from 2 for 17. She did come back from that game, okay? Because that was a rough shooting night. One of the worst player performances I've seen. But after that, she showed up. And had she not got hurt, I think that Phoenix Mercury would have been able to take at least 1 game. But yeah. I'm trying to think about all the unrivaled rosters and stuff. So I already talked about Breeze, Lunar Owls. We talked about Mist a little bit. Vinyl. I forget who else is on Vinyl, but I know De'Erica and Ray are on that. Who are the other teams? I feel like we talked about Rose. I'm trying to remember all the unrivaled teams. Like, how many clubs were there? Erica. BG's on Vinyl. Oh, she is? Erica's playing in Unrivaled? What team's she playing for again? The thing with Unrivaled is now they've expanded it to where there was 2 more clubs. And then there's just a lot more players than there was last year. So it'll be interesting to kind of see the rotations and stuff that these coaches do. And then it's just interesting the fact that the 4th quarter is not timed. It's just to get to a winning score and everything. So maybe I can make a video on my page and then just do like my projected starting lineups for these teams or something. But yeah, let me... Child, Twitter... My Twitter messing up. Let me see if I can find it. What do you think about Project B? I don't really know a whole lot about it, and like I guess like the logistics, and like all I know is that apparently it's like where the money's coming from is controversial or something. So I know the players are getting paid a lot, and it's just like not a good look and everything. Because isn't the country like homophobic or something? It's just bad. It's just bad. That's what I know in terms of like the optics, in terms of the look of it. So I'm not liking that aspect of it, okay? I'm here for Unrivaled, you know? And when they asked Stewie about it, she was like, they saw the template, they saw what worked. And she was like, we'll see what happens. She's like, and that's no shade to them and everything, but like she was literally frying me with that. But I'm trying to see if I can find the Unrivaled rosters. Okay, so I just searched up Unrivaled rosters. Okay. So for Breeze, it is... Okay, it said Mist being Wings Part 2 and Owls being Sky Part 2 kills me. No, they love to do that, bro. They love to do that. I don't know. I kind of feel like if you play together in a league, you shouldn't be able to play together on the same team. But that's just me. But they did switch it up this year, which is what I wanted, okay? So here's everybody in all the rosters, okay? So for Breeze, Paige, Rahia, Dom, Ari, Kate Martin, and then Cam Brink. For Laces, it was Jackie Young, Brittany Sykes, A.T., Jordan Canada. I forgot Jordan Canada was doing Unrivaled. Maddie Segrist and Naz Hillman. So maybe Laces can make something shake. They got some good players. We'll see. And then from Mist, it was Alicia Gray, Stewie, Alana Smith, Veronica Burton, Arike, and Lee. For Rose, it was Chelsea, Ka, Azare, Shug Sutton, Lexi Hull, and Shakira. Yeah, that's one of the worst rosters. I don't care. Chelsea Gray and Kalia Copper and Azare, those 3 will I would guess that those would be the starters, but they're gonna have to do a lot of work. For Hive, Kelsey Mitchell, Sonia Citron, Ezzy Magmagor, Natisha Heidemann, Sanaya Rivers, and Monique Billings. Lunar Owls, Skylar, Marina, Fee, Rachel Banham, Beck Allen, and Aaliyah Edwards. For the most part, I don't know. They might make something shake, but when you have Rachel Benton, let me move on. Phantom, Kelsey Plum. We know Satu's out, unfortunately, so we have to scratch that. I don't know who they're going to have in her place. AB. Y'all know I hate AB. Dana Evans, Natasha Cloud, and Kiki. So besides Kelsey and Kiki, because now Satu's out, what do I have to look forward to? And then Vinyl is Courtney Williams, Ryan Howard, De'Erica Hamby, Erica Willer, Ray Burrell, and Brittany Grant. Bro, these rosters are not good. Someone said, no Satu special for us, bro. The Satu Sabu is special. Y'all don't understand. Y'all don't understand. It says your device is heating up. It may slow down the quality. So it never happened to me because it's never happened to me. So if the quality messes up, if it starts like glitching and stuff on the live, I do appreciate with that. Let me know if you guys can still hear me down below in the comments. That said they replaced Satu with tip-based. Okay. There you go. Project Bus is hilarious. It's just been a lot of, It's been a lot of controversy with that. I haven't really spoken about it because, I don't know, I think there's just a lot of logistics and everything that, frankly, I don't get, okay? I should ask one of my friends. I have a friend who's a lawyer, kind of about it and everything. I've heard people say that they're trying to do this and trying to get people over there to improve the withstanding with their country and everything. That's why they're doing that, but I swear I heard stuff was homophobic and just like the blood money. It just doesn't sound good. Or isn't it oil money or something? Like, I don't know. I just heard something in the milk not clean. I guess that's basically the point. But yeah, let me know down below in the comments if you can hear me, guys. Just say I can hear you or something like that, because I just want to make sure everything's good, because I don't know how bad this quality is going to be when I have to upload this later. Okay, y'all can hear me. Okay, bet. Did you guys have any other questions for me about Unrivaled, about the league, about college, any of that stuff? You guys can let me know down below in the comments, because I really did want to start watching a game. Let me put behind me the game that I want to watch, and then I'll answer some questions first before we start that, because I know watching the games is not for everybody. Okay, so this is the game that we're going to watch. It's going to be Arkansas at number 3, LSU SEC 119-13, and then Women's Basketball Alliance. Okay, so yeah, we're going to watch this game on live. At least that's the plan. So if you guys want to stay and join me, and you can pull up the game on one of your other devices. You know, we always watch games online. I don't think we did the last live or two. But yeah, this is a shortened game. This is not a full game. This is what I could find. I think it's only, what is it called? Like 30 minutes. So if you guys do want to watch the game, you know, give me a thumbs up. Let me know you guys will be here for that. And you guys can also leave comments down below for other games you want to watch on live. So some of the ones we did LSU Iowa championship game, Iowa South Carolina championship game. We did the UConn NC State, the Elite Eight game. We did the Baylor game for UConn. We did the championship game for UConn against South Carolina. We did when Angel played Aaliyah Boston in college. That was the first time we started doing it. And watching those games. We did LSU versus UCLA in the Sweet 16 as well. So we always do this. I just haven't done it the last live or two. But this is, I wait till the very end to get to this point, because I know it's not for everybody. But yeah, just let me know if you guys want to watch the game or whatever. But that was at least the plan for the next part. And then if you guys still want to ask questions or whatever about what is it called? If you guys still want to ask questions about basketball, like while I'm watching the game, I will still answer those, of course. So if it's not your thing to watch the game and you still just want to ask questions, I'll still engage with them. I might be a little bit slower to it because I'm trying to focus on two things at the same time, but I will still answer the questions. Someone said UConn versus Oklahoma and UConn versus South Carolina when they broke the streak. Let me do a poll for that right now, and then that can probably be the next one. Hold on. Poll and give votes. Quick poll. Okay, so do the smiling face if you want to do the UConn-Oklahoma Sweet 16 game when Paige had 40, and then do the crying face if you guys want to watch, what is it called? The UConn versus South Carolina game last year whenever we broke the streak. So that's when AZ was on here. So just leave a comment down below, and then it automatically sorts it in the poll, and then the next time we go live, that's the one that we'll watch at the end. So I like to give you guys the opportunity to vote for these things. So you guys can let me know. I think it expires in like a minute. So you guys got to vote right now. Y'all can't delay it, okay? And then it counts the votes for me. So I have no say in it. So it'll make a decision for me. But that will be next time. Whenever I do go live. I don't know when I'm going to go live again, but I'll go live soon. There's no games for like 5 days. Okay, so... Bro, how was the vote even? Okay, 4. Okay. There we go. So I believe Oklahoma game wins. Okay? So, yeah, that's what we're going to do, guys. The next live, we will be doing UConn-Oklahoma, the Sweet 16 game. Okay? And so like I said, I try to do this at the end because usually I be on live for like 3-4 hours or whatever. So I usually go through all of my topics and then I go through that part at the end. And like I said, if you guys missed the live, then you guys can check out the YouTube channel. Okay, let me promote that really quickly. To those who may be new to what I do on live and stuff, okay? This is my YouTube channel, Anastasia25. This live that you're seeing right here will be on YouTube probably in around 2 days. I have to rewatch it, and sometimes it messes up my words, and like there's errors with it, so I have to make sure everything's right. Sometimes I have to cut out sections and whatever, but you can screenshot this right now if you want, and then all the lives that I ever do will be here, and all of the videos that I do in terms of like my reviews, my basketball videos, like every video you see uploaded here on here will also be on YouTube. So if that's a more convenient way for you to watch, if you want to put something in your watch later or whatever, yeah, every live I've ever done so far is cataloged on there. So you guys can check out the YouTube channel as well, you know, and it's just good to know to have and everything. They did sell TikTok recently, guys. I don't know if you guys saw that. So just in case, if you guys want to know where to find me, I always have the YouTube channel. And I did change my banner for it and everything because now I'm talking about basketball more. But that is my YouTube as well if you guys want to check out my YouTube. If you guys want to follow me on Twitter, this is my Twitter account at the Anastasia25. So you guys can screenshot this as well. I like tweet the game sometimes. I like to share highlights and stuff for like Paige, for AZ, for Angel, for Fee, all that stuff, Sarah. So I just use it to like promote the players that I like and to talk about upcoming news and everything. So if you want my first thoughts on something, if I don't make a video, sometimes Twitter is just easier. So I do like to be on Twitter a lot. So you guys can follow me on Twitter if y'all want. But that's my Twitter account. So I need to promote this stuff more when I go on live because new people be on live. But yeah, there we go with that. There we go with that. So wanted to take a second for that. And then, yeah. So give me a thumbs up if you guys are going to watch this game with me. This Arkansas at LSU. Like I said, this is like 31 minutes. So it's a condensed game. So I don't know if certain plays got cut out or if they just strictly try to keep it to the basketball parts. But I'm pretty sure this is the one when Angel blocks a shot when she's holding her shoe. I've never seen it. So yeah, usually when we watch games on live, we just rewatch ones that I've seen. If you go long enough without watching a game, then what is it called? I'd be forgetting everything that happened. I watched that Maryland game last night. Okay, Paige and Cyan Sellers. Okay, they were tussling the whole game. That was a good one. Well, I think it was the night before, but that was a really good game. You guys should rewatch that one if y'all haven't already. And then I do want to do a list eventually of my top 10 Paige games in college, but I decided I want to rewatch pretty much all of them. Some of my lists are going to stay. NC State, that's already basically number one. So like that wasn't going nowhere. But I got to rewatch some of them and see if my list is there. And then I might do some honorable mentions. And then maybe I'll talk about my favorite AZ games so far. So I do want to do that video. I just want to organize everything. Okay, we got 2 thumbs up. Okay, so yeah, this is the game we're watching. Arkansas at number 3 LSU, SEC 119-23, uploaded by Women's Basketball Alliance. Okay, and so just keep me posted, or like I said, if you guys have questions, I'll answer them in the comments about basketball or whatever, or even about the game. What's my TV at? I needed to turn on my TV to have it right. But I'm about to start the game. Thank you for Marina for being here. I really do appreciate it. Thank you guys, as always, for being here. Thank you guys for the likes, the comments, the gifts, the shares, for supporting my live, for supporting my account. Anybody who follows me on Twitter, just any positive engagement that I get, it means a lot. And for you guys saying you enjoy my videos and for just taking the time out of your day to be here. I always really try to stress that because I don't take anything for granted. And I just really try to give you guys the best content that I can. And I'm just really passionate about it. So I want to say thank you guys for being here as always, because you don't have to be here, So I do wanted to say that I did appreciate that. If someone can comment this game, so when people join and ask what game I'm watching later, you guys can just comment. If you guys could comment that for me, I'd appreciate it. But I wanted to change my background. This is just the background I had of Angel. Oh, they're wearing the white uniforms in this game. Okay, period. Okay, I'm about to start the game. So yeah, if you guys need me to pause the game at any point so we can all be aligned on it, let me know. But I'm about to start the game. I got it pulled up. Okay. 3, 2, 1, play. Bro, they can't even do the jump ball. Okay, now they're about to do it. It's just so much fun watching Angel play. Angel layup. Thank you. Let me know if y'all can hear my TV. Arkansas starting five: Michaela Daniels, Samara Spencer, Chrissy Carr, Sailor Poffenbarger, and Aaron Barnum. They just missed a three. Okay. Angel got the rebound. Thank you. Jasmine Carson, 3. So the starting lineup for LSU: Flage, last year Poa, Jasmine Carson, Angel Reese, and I missed the last one. Okay, they got the steal. Okay, period. If you saw that championship game, Jasmine Carson, she was just such a difference maker in that game, bro. I don't think she missed at all in the first half. A big that can set screens. Oh, how you've been missed. Angel Nitty, that was T. No, that was T. Angel just got a nice little mini. Not they already took a timeout. It was 7-0 LSU. Tears. Yeah, I think they're just cutting out everything that's unnecessary. So I think this game is just every single play for itself, if that makes sense. It's like if you watch the NFL, they do condensed games. But Arkansas just got a 3. Left the paint wide open. Tears. Ooh, they got a layup.
Yeah, Williams starting her career at South Carolina before going to Missouri. The assist from last year. Again, if you're just joining us, Alexis Morris coming off the bench today.
Ooh. I got the block. Alexis Morris coming off the bench. Missed the mini. Okay. Angel got the rebound though. Flage 3. Okay. Can y'all hear my TV? Let me know. If I need to turn it up louder, I will. But Flage just got a 3.
Flage, the number 6 guard in this recruiting class.
That defense, y'all. Be lucky she missed it. I wonder how much they're cutting out of this game. How you missed the layup? Angel at the line.
Said nobody on his bench better yell the word rebound. The shot going up and getting into position. It's not just the rebounding, it's the other stuff that goes around it.
Flage layup. Okay, period. Maybe this is just the best plays from the game or something. I don't know. Because they're cutting out a fair amount. Like, I would assume it's every play for itself, but some of the possessions are cutting out, so I don't know.
With Miriam Dowda needed to combine for 5 3-pointers in this game for them tonight. All 5 positions to be a threat.
Oh, that was a nice midi. Flage can create. That was a nice midi. Already a 3, a midi, and a layup for Flage. Okay, got the steal. Oh. I think this Kim outfit, she had better fits. But yeah, I think they got the steal or something. They stopped her from scoring. Bro, 13 was wide open. Oh, LaDeja Williams. Okay. Oh, she did it too small. Okay. Child, don't be on my live. Don't be on my live trolling me, bro. Don't be on my live trolling me. Alright. Talk about living in the... Like, be quiet. Every live you could have been in this live you went to. Tears. Mind you, Angel's a 2-time All-Star in the W. Like, she already making her mark in the W, so... Okay, they got the layup. Ooh, her defense. Ooh, their defense kind of ate there. Wait, pass out the ball. Oh, is it a jump ball? Oh, wait, no. I don't know why they don't actually have jump balls in college. My friends and I were talking about this, but they just give the possession to one team. In this game, LSU was 18-0, and then Arkansas was 17-3. Wow, 18-0 was crazy. Ooh, she got the block. Okay, period. And then they passed it late on defense. Now they got a 3. 11-20. Okay, wait. When the ball didn't move, he said it's one of 2 things. Either you're a bad teammate or you're bad at basketball. It's one or the other. Bro, this defense, bro, you just let her score. You didn't even try to stop her in defense. Oh, this overhead. Then they put up a random play. Okay. Johnson at the line. Made the first. She averages about 11. Made the second. Bro, they're just cutting random play. Bro, this editing. Like, I think they have to... I think they're cutting 2 different games together. Or, like, 2 different angles or something. I don't know what they're doing with this editing. Oh, that was a bad pass. Oh my! Luckily you got it back. Travel, didn't she? Oh, stepped out of bounds.
About a 4-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
Ooh, they got the steal. Oh, that wasn't even close. Ooh, okay, they saved it. Oh, they almost knocked it out. Okay, Angel's open.
Angel Reese from the logo. That was awesome.
It was 16 to 22. Now it's getting closer.
Arkansas has weathered that storm. They have regained.
LSU's defense this game for the most part has been good, but and I said that right as she fell. Someone said, "What game are you watching?" I'm watching LSU Arkansas. Hold on, let me put it in the background so you can see. This is the game I'm watching. This is the game I'm watching. But I'll try to leave this for a few minutes if everyone comes on. But thank you guys for the likes, 17.4K likes. I really do appreciate that for the live. It means a lot. I've had fun on live today. It's always a good time. Ooh, travel. Tears. Ooh, that was a nice midi off the inbound for Jasmine Carson. Okay, she ate that. Ooh, did she say give me that shit? Okay, she ate that. Ooh, that three on the way, bro. Jasmine Carson. Ooh, she hit it. Someone said that shoe block was iconic. I haven't seen that yet. That's coming up. But I just saw Jasmine Carson hitting that three. But it's fun. It's fun to see games I've never seen before.
10 seconds. Last year, Poet trying to set it up for LSU.
Ooh, nice midi. Wait, Angel hurt? What happened? Damn, I don't even know what happened. Obviously, we know she was okay in this game, but you hate to see it. But that shoe block, definitely iconic, though. It's one of the first plays I saw. Now they got a three. 22 to 31. LSU leading right now. Oh, that was a nice pass.
Great play. Wolkenberger to Dowda, back to Jersey.
Is that the one that transferred to South Carolina?
We talked about how their ball
or is that a different one? I don't know. Like Dowda. Is she the one that did it? Angel, get into the line. Thank you. Angel's 6.7 rebound in this game. Did you see who South Carolina just got OMG? I tell you about Jersey. I saw that. I did. I haven't seen a whole lot of her games, so I can't really speak on it, but people said good stuff about Jersey. And then they got another recruit, I think, from France, so congratulations to them. Someone said yes in regards to what. But I'm definitely happy for her. Damn. You wanted her to UConn, I'm guessing? What do you think about her game? I was asking everybody on live what they thought, and everyone was like, I haven't seen her game. And I haven't either, so I can't really speak on it. But I should watch some tape. And there's just so many players I gotta watch tape for. Lately, I've been watching Olivia Miles tape because I'm gonna do my scouting report on her in the next coming days. So I want to know her game inside out more. Because it was between LSU and South Carolina. Oh, you a LSU fan? Yeah, I remember she took the visit to LSU. I saw that. This defense, bro. LSU be having some defensive lapses in this game because they get to the rim and they just let them score. And I keep not trying to get in foul trouble, but just put some hands up, you know? Bro, kick it out. She going to the line. Okay. Hey, the first. Who is LSU's recruiting class for next year? Who do y'all got coming up? Angel at the line. 18 straight double-doubles, one shy of LSU record, Sylvia fouls. Wow. They both. And people try to say Angel Reese is not one of the best. I'm sorry. She had, I forget how many consecutive double-doubles she had at LSU. Wasn't it 30-something? I swear I read that somewhere. And in the league, she's had, 42 double-doubles already or something? What she's doing It's crazy. That was a nice pass.
That should have been an assist, Carson.
Angel at the line. How do I have all these different angles of it? Maybe both. Ooh, got the steal!
Reese's shot is blocked. Cool.
Where they saved that possession. Oh, yeah, get the rebound. Damn, they did everything they could to save that possession. They tried. Yeah, get the block. Bro, you gave up. Stop giving up on defense. No, Kateri Poole, she kept giving up on defense's game. Oh, my God. Said, but TBH, her numbers might go down in South Carolina because of how they play. And it's not a lot of ISO ball. So is that how she primarily likes to score? ISO? Like, she's shooting guard, point guard. Like, what's her game? Like, how would you describe her? Because I really don't know anything about her game. So I'd love to know what you think about it. Like, what's her strengths, her weaknesses, how's her defense?
Alexis Morris.
So this should be easy getting transition. Yeah, they got the layup in transition. Now it's 38-30. Can they get a shot off? Ill-advised, but okay. Ill-advised.
Won't go, but LSU with an 8-point lead at the half, and Angel Reese just a rebound away from tying the LSU consecutive double-doubles record.
Someone said, but everything else is basically career highs. Like, what do you mean by that? Like I'm saying, like, what's her game? Like, how would you describe her?
LSU stormed out to a 7-0 lead. They really felt like they had the momentum to start this game, but Arkansas was able to slow them down. Now LSU's got to find a way to maintain.
Ooh, that was a difficult shot. That was a nice little hook shot for Angel. Okay, period. Yeah, it really depends on every team's offense because every team's offense is different. Like UConn, people don't consistently go for 30 balls. You'll get a nice 20 ball. He'll let you do that. But it's really, like, he'll have, like, his top 2 players and then everyone kind of just plays within the team, you know? If they need to have, like, a 30 ball or a 40 ball, like, he'll allow it, but it's not consistently what you'll see from UConn. It's pretty team basketball. But I think Dawn said she doesn't, like, play a freshman a lot and that it's, like, limited to, like, 16 point a game or something like that, I swear. I don't know. We'll see. Put back for Angel. Thank you. 19 straight double-doubles. Exactly. You say y'all start cheering. Tears. Bro, this defense, they be giving up on defense at the rim, bro. Now I'm just irritated.
Number 10 in line, Angel Reese, how she gets those offensive rebounds when she doesn't have the basketball.
Angel has 14 points and 10 rebounds already. This demon.
Last year, Poa, just about where she comes from, all over the court to get those O boards. She just has, you watch, as soon as the shot is even about to go up, she is locating where the ball is, and she keeps moving, coming, getting inside the defense.
I think Angel really one of the best rebounders we'll ever see. All these records she's getting is so T. Damn, that 3 wasn't just rinned out. Tears. Okay, Flage. Nice little layup in transition. Now this was a good game for Flage. She's done a little bit of it all. That was a... Bro, that looked like an offensive foul, but okay.
Is going to take it. Arkansas ball. And look, Sylvia Fouts retired from the WNBA, so she is available to work with Angel Reese. Barnum hesitated on the 3-point shot.
Oh. Oh wait, no, it's a blocking foul. Damn. She was trying to take the charge. It was a blocking foul though. I think they just showed Angel and Sylvia fouls.
Sylvia was to her when they met. She could do it consecutively. Just with how
that was a nice pass across the court for Angel.
It'd be interesting when LSU and South Carolina meet.
Another bucket for Angel. Ooh, did a too small. Oh, that aura. She ate. I miss seeing Angel play basketball, like genuinely. And that's why these college games are great, because watching Chicago again, Lord send the flood. And I haven't seen a lot of these college games, so it's fun to see stuff that I've never seen before. Ooh, that spin was kind of a. Oh, now she got blocked. That was a dumb shot. Angel at the line. Imagine if she had a whistle like this now. Like, she never gets to the line in league, and they be fouling the hell out of her. I remember that Lynx game. Like, one of them, bro. And who was it? It was Bridget or it was Lamb, but they admitted that they were holding her back. Like, literally. Because that's the only way you can stop her is to hold her back. Oh, yeah, I think she is the one that transferred to South Carolina, yeah. Yeah, I'm just like, not y'all admitting it, but I mean, that's literally the only way you can stop her. That's the only way you can stop her from getting the rebound. That time, Fee held her back, and she still found a way to... Oh, this is the shot. Hold on. This is the one. She's like, well, I gotta see the replay again. No, that ain't so bad. She said, give me that shit. She looked irritated. She got her away while trying to put her shoe on. She got given a tech for that, but that was so worth it. Because why would you have the audacity to try to score when Angel Reese is right there, bro? It's one thing as a post, but as a guard, she said, give me that shit. She said, you got in the way of me putting on my shoe. No, that's iconic. Like, genuinely. I love it. Because she was eating this game. Ooh, the Angel defense 8. Ah.
Right back in the hands of Arkansas.
They have some bad passes in this game. Flaugier, really? Cross court. How are they going to leave the paint wide open for Angel to score? Of course she's going to take that. They didn't even try to contest her in the paint, tears.
LSU's got to get back on defense,
this transition defense. Lord send the flood. Who they feeling like? The Dallas Wings?
Arkansas with his zone, trying to really win the paint points. Langerman's shot is short.
This deep, child.
It's a 6-point game.
Outside of Angel, what's everyone else doing on defense, child? Because they be still at the rim. Tears. And one. Come on. Seated. 23.9 points a game. That was so T.
She's only playing 24 minutes a game. Angel Reese is doing it with an average of 33 minutes per game. Boston had a double-double tonight, 16 points, 10 rebounds in South Carolina's win over Vanderbilt.
Bad pass. Didn't even try to contest that 3, really? No, she been lazy on defense all game. Like, really? Bro, that was an offensive foul. Silly. Just need to get her defense up in this game. Ooh, okay, got the steal. Period. Flaugier got the putback. Okay. Okay, here we are. Now she getting to the line. 54 to 57. This was still a pretty close game.
Williams will take a seat with her fourth foul. Arkansas has 24 paint points. LSU has 30. 3-point play complete. 16 points for Eric.
This guard defense, child.
Now LSU has gone to this small lineup with Jerzy Commits really playing the 4.
Nice cross-court pass. Yeah, do a job, Steph Flaugier. Get in your bag. Hold on. Thank you. Flaugier and Angel been carrying this game. I don't even know how many points Flaugier has. Jasmine Carson had some nice stuff in this game too. I'll give like those 3 in this specific game. 57 to 59. Oh, this is a really close game. Angel got the rebound.
Made the first.
30 seconds left in this quarter. I gotta believe.
30 seconds left in the quarter. This has went by quick. Made both. But yeah, this is really condensed. It really just looks like all the plays for itself. They might have cut out some plays. But, I mean, I'm getting the gist of this game. This defense, child. Like, I've had moments of it, but the guard defense has not really moved me this game. That was a terrible shot. Terrible shot. Now it's 57-61 going into the fourth quarter.
So you have that summit blue in the uniform. It's a really cool thing that Tennessee is doing, not just for women's basketball, but across
Child, she just got beat
sports.
tears. That was a good play. That was a good play.
Well, today, the Pat Summit Foundation has awarded over $4 million to nonprofits and researchers across the country working to make a difference in Alzheimer's disease and dementia.
Nice layup by Flaugier. Yeah, this is a good game.
They were intentional about attacking the paint and getting to the free throw line. Their defense, that was pretty good too.
Bro.
Pass up ahead, stolen away by Michaela Daniels. Arkansas scored 27 points in the third quarter.
Damn.
Clark.
Y'all gotta stop leaving them open for threes. Why is no one contesting a three? This is what happened. This is what happened.
Alexis Moore is still looking for her first shot coming off the bench tonight for LSU. Coach's decision. And LaDasia Williams got fouled. That's one of the reasons that
LaDasia Williams, 11 points, 8 rebounds.
another post player. And LaDasia Williams has been
Got the ball back. Okay. Child, you pass the ball. You almost slipped. Give it to Flaugier. Thank you.
8 seconds.
Let's make something shake. Hurry up. Oh, no, Flaugier. You should have just passed. Okay, wait.
Almost had to take it right back by Morris.
Jump ball. And then who gets possession?
To LSU.
LSU. That was a good play, at least. But, child, that was just... You should have...
The dump off. To LSU Williams, she misses.
Really? Like...
LSU
Okay.
has led the entire way. Their largest lead tonight has been by 14 points, but Arkansas has really kept it close here in the second half.
Yeah, because this guard defense not good. That's why they kept it close. And now not going and contesting the three. And they keep hitting threes. In the transition defense. Like, that's what happened. This got to a point where they playing lazy. They're just like, oh, we'll just outscore them. Like, the defense started off better than what it is right now. Just at this point. That's why the game close. And then, bro, why y'all keep losing your handles? No, pass the ball. Pass the ball. No, they go in. Oh, my God. Finally passed it.
To Alexis Morris. She goes inside instead.
Terrible shot, but okay.
Angel Reese offensive rebound.
Yeah, they triple teamed Angel. Damn.
22 free throws tonight, but they've only hit 13 of them. 59% from the charity stripe for the Tigers. Barnum with the spin and the patience to put it in. Tied up for the first time tonight, thanks to Aaron Barton, who now has 20.
Okay, that's a good pass. And break the midi. Okay. Some of these shots are taking. It's just like, why would you do that?
Michaela Daniels.
Yeah, that's why you jump up to contest a three. That was on you. This editing, child.
They got the stripes. They got the experience of playing in tight.
Now it's tied, and now another three. Bro, y'all couldn't guard the... Bro, this perimeter defense, terrible. Terrible. Oh, my God. Y'all getting killed. I wish I would have thrown the threes at this point in time. Like, I would love to see how many threes that they got.
The defense for Arkansas ties it up. It's going to be Razorback ball.
Arkansas get the ball, okay.
Reese, the kick out to Spencer.
Oh, God, she's going to get beat on defense again.
10 seconds.
Can they force a shot clock violation here? Let's see. Well, they got the shot off, just didn't make it. It was one of their better defensive possessions as a team. Why do y'all take these shots? Like, what are y'all doing, bro? This point, get Flaugier and Angel the ball. Angel layup. Thank you.
Basketball and going after Aaron Barnum.
I don't think Jasmine Carson's in right now, bro.
Carr coming off the screen, back to Spencer.
Bro, she got cooked on defense again. Bro, Kateri Poole in this game kept getting cooked on defense, bro.
Arkansas has been able to.
Like, bro, how did she even get that? That layup was crazy. She literally fell as she got the layup in.
Spencer with 11.
Ooh.
Tough, scrappy. Arkansas defense is anytime Angel Reese puts the ball on the deck.
That was a nice shot for Angel. Nice little hook shot.
Angel Reese with
30 points?
hit 6 of its last 7 shots.
Damn. She's cooking.
Scoops it up and turns it over. Flage.
Okay. Get the layup, please.
Short on the layup.
Now y'all get back in transition. She's wide open at the 3. Yeah, that's why you missed. Because you saw a wide open shoot at the 3 and didn't do it. When y'all been good from 3, you should have just passed the ball for the 3. It gets to a point.
At the top of their offense. Morris coming off the bench tonight. Only 3 points for Alexis.
Only 3 points.
13.
Layup now.
There you go. Challenge accepted. And now Arkansas has Spencer and Daniels.
74-75 down. This was a close game.
Mike Neighbors is going to call timeout.
I wonder how it
2
ends.
minutes to go in the
Made 6 of the last 8 field goal. This LSU defense. So, ooh, was that offensive foul? There you go. Ah. Now I see it. There's a lot of illegal screens in college and in the league. Like, can they just have a screen setting class, please? Like, this happens all the time.
There's been worse screen set than that one that was called.
Yeah, pass the ball. Pass the ball. Don't take this shot, I swear. Oh, God. Okay, passed it. And then Flage in the corner. Okay, hold on. And then pass it again. And then that was a... Oh, why do you keep taking bad shots? You were crowded in the paint. Why wouldn't you kick it? Oh, God.
Okay, so for Arkansas,
I think it's to a point. Just to a point.
So you don't have to take a rush shot. You want to take a good shot. Even you get late in the shot.
The Oklahoma game in the next live is going to be a lot of fun. Whenever I do go live again. So, excited for that.
Seconds.
Ooh, shot clock violation. There you go. 58 seconds left in this game.
Arkansas does not have to foul. What they want to try to do is defend the play.
Okay. Let's see what we got. I want to watch more. I've seen some of the games from this team. I saw the championship. I saw the Final Four, I believe. I want to see more of the games. Yeah, get the rebound. Who gets possession? Arkansas, okay. Bro, these plays that they're showing are out of order. This play was 5:29 in the 4th, but in this game, we have... What is it called? Yeah, I'm confused.
And now Arkansas's got a foul.
And now they got a foul. I'll never understand fouling while you're down. I'll never, like, people have tried to explain it to me, but I'll never understand it, and I won't respect it. You're down. Why would you foul? Oh, it stops the game for 5 seconds, and you're still going to be down. And now they're up. Like, I just don't like the strategy. I never liked it. And it just extends the game. Extends. You're not going to win the game. Maybe if you would have made more of your shots in the game, you would have won the game. But no, now we got to extend. It'd be extending. Bro, what was that game I saw recently? I don't remember which game it was, but it just kept getting extended. I was so irritated. LSU has a foul to give. Okay.
Foul is whistled as Angel Reese flies in, and the foul is going to be the 5th on LaDasia Williams. If you hit the first, you try to miss the second. Well, here's the thing. Spencer shoots 54% from the free throw line.
54% for the free throw line.
Now, I think you go ahead and
That's not good.
you go ahead and make the free throw.
Okay, made both.
You can foul right away because LSU still has a...
I'm just going to assume LSU wins this game. Yeah, now Flage at the line. Yeah, just unnecessarily extending the game. Having an opportunity to win the game, they said no. Let's give a foul. I just hate the strategy, personally. Flage made both. Like,
Spencer on the move from half court. Missed it. LSU survives, but still 0.1 left on the clock.
yeah, this game is basically over at this point. 0.1 left. I mean, there you go. Won the game. Flage Angel players of the game to me. Jasmine Carson had some nice stuff. Who was it? Kateri Poole kept getting beat on defense. This LSU team defense was streaky. Got beat a lot on defense. And then didn't get out there fast enough to contest those threes. They made the plays when they needed to, but child. But I got some entertainment out of this.
LSU was able to stay off. So a defensive battle going back and forth. But down the stretch, it was the Tigers that were able to pull it off, especially with the leadership of Angel Reese.
Well, there you go. There you go. That's the game. Let me see if I can find the stat lines for this game. Okay, so stat lines for the game. I'll just read the field goals at least. So Angel played 37 minutes, had 30 points. Okay, 10 to 21 shooting, no threes, 10 to 17 free throws, 19 rebound. Damn, 3 assists, 3 turnover, 1 steal, 1 block. Okay, LaDasia Williams 11 points, 5 of 14 shooting, 1 to 3 from the free throw line, 12 rebound, 1 assist, 1 turnover, 3 steal, 3 block. Okay. I said I was gonna read the points. I just contradicted myself. Last year, Poa, 13 minutes, 4 points, 2 of 6 shooting, no threes, no free throws, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 0 turnover, 0 steal, and 1 block. Okay. Flage, 31 minutes, 19 points, 7 to 9 from the field, efficient. Okay. 1-1 from the 3-point line, 4 free throws, 6 rebound, 1 assist, 5 turnovers. Good God. 1 steal, no blocks. Jasmine Carson, 31 minutes played, 10 points, 3 of 7 shooting, 2 of 4 from the 3, 2 free throws, 2 rebound, 4 assists, 2 turnover, 2 steals. So yeah, Kateri Poole was 0 of 2 from the field. Okay, yeah, she did not move in this game. That was everyone from LSU. I'll trade the points for Arkansas. So Barnum 20, Spencer 13, Poffenberger 5, Daniels 11, Carr 12. Dowda had 11, Wolfenbarger had 4, and Linderman had 0. Okay, and yeah, I knew Marion Dowda, like, she was the one who went to South Carolina. Let me look at the team stats. Let me look at the threes. Yeah, they shot way better from 3 than LSU. They were 10 of 29 from 3. Why would you take almost 33s in a game? Who they feel like? The Atlanta Dream? So it's just interesting to see how it kind of breaks out. They got out-rebounded by a lot. The rebounds were 51 to 26. 14 assists. It's interesting to see how it shakes out. It's interesting to see how it shakes out. But yeah, that was fun. Like I said, next live, we're going to be watching UConn and OU. The page is 40p. So that's what we're going to be watching next live. So I hope to see you guys there for that one and everything. So there are those things. Okay. I don't know if there's anything else that I really wanted to talk about. Okay. I'll leave my YouTube here. If you guys joined the live 5 minutes ago, you're wondering what happened the rest of it. It'll be on YouTube probably in 2 days, Anastasia 25. If you guys have any questions, I'll answer them. Before I go and everything. As always, thank you guys so much for being here, for supporting me on live. Whether this is your first one, whether you've been here before, really appreciate you guys for, supporting this, for supporting my account and the videos I make. It means a whole lot. So just appreciate that. The comments, talking to each other as well. sharing the gifts, all that other stuff, and for the support on my videos, if you have me on YouTube, anything else. So yeah, if you guys got any final questions, I'll answer those. I don't think I'll see any, but you know, I'll give you guys a second about like college, WNBA, any of that stuff. So I'll try to wait, because I would hate to end it and then you guys have a question for me. So, but yeah, then I feel like I got to all the comments today. At least I tried to. I know I'm long-winded, so what is it called? If I forgot to answer your question or something, I do apologize for that. I really try to be on it. I usually read all of my comments after every live. Usually, I might miss one or two, but I try to read all my comments after every single live, and see what you guys are interested in. As always, if you guys have, what is it called? Reviews that you want me to do, draft analysis, any of that stuff, you can always leave me a message on here. I read all my messages. You can leave a comment, ask my opinions and stuff. I know you guys wanted an all-walk video, so I gotta dive. I've only seen one game, so I would like to dive more into the tape for that, and make a video on that, because you guys asked me. I'm gonna do a video on Olivia Miles, and talk about why I think Seattle will take her at number 3, and what I like about her game, what I don't like about her game. For the league, I want to do one for Flage, but I'm probably gonna wait until SEC play starts. You know, I think, so probably maybe sometime in February, because I've seen a fair amount of her games, but I just don't want to see it this year against the SEC before I make that video. So I will do one on Flage. The all fan video been done. I'm trying to think about other players. I should watch some more laps and tapes so I can put that video together as well. Lauren, I did do a video on Lauren Betts. It wasn't as detailed as some of my new things are, but I kind of explained why we shouldn't take her, some of the good stuff of her game. So I did do a video on Lauren Betts. It was just a while back, and I feel like you guys know my opinions on Lauren Betts. And then, yeah, so I think for my future draft analysis videos, what I'm going to do is, instead of showing the tape, maybe I could do a part 2 to that. I don't know, but I'm just going to write down, like, key games, at least that I watched, that kind of helped me form my opinion and everything. So just try to do my due diligence. So I've been watching more Olivia Miles tape recently. Like, my opinion, for the most part, is developed, but I like to see players in a variety of situations. What's it look like when you're having a good game? What's it look like when you're having a bad game? What's the body language? What are the positives? What are the negatives? What will translate to the league? What do you need to work on? Like, I really want to try to know a player inside out. Be able to anticipate some stuff. Not on Rival just posted training camp smiles, Joe. Who did they post? Oh, they posted Hive. So like Tanaya and stuff. So that's what they posted. Okay. Yeah, so I think that's it. I didn't see any questions. Thank you guys for being here as always. Like I said, live will be on YouTube in the up and coming days. I'll post on the stories feature on here when the live comes out, and I'll try to clip some sections of it and post it on my account. Usually I forget, but if you guys just check the stories feature or whatever, then you guys will know. So yeah, hopefully in like 2 days it'll be on YouTube. So again, thank you for being here. I don't know when I'm gonna go live again. I post on my page when I do go live. So if you're new and you enjoyed it, I hope to see you on the next one. But we will talk soon. Happy holidays to everyone, no matter whatever you celebrate. If that's not your thing, I understand. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day, your nights, and we will talk soon.